Hello, it's your favorite sports Unc here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the fastest growing community on YouTube. Remember, Nightcap doesn't happen without you. So please subscribe or you're going to make Ocho cry. Ocho, the Colts beat the Chargers.
Hey.
Colts look good. Hey. Indiana Jones balling.
Hey, you see what happened when you got a quarterback? Matter of fact, it's not only having a quarterback, you're having a quarterback that's in the right situation, that has the right complementary pieces around him. This is what you get.
Yep.
It wasn't nothing wrong with Daniel Jones. Maybe the Giants just wasn't a good fit for him. But you know who is a good fit for the Giants? Goddamn Jackson Dart. But Daniel Jones is in a good place where they want him. Now I understand why they give him that 1 year, $14 million. That 1 year, $14 million, now it's going to turn us.
About to turn into 50.
Yo, man, who you telling?
About to turn into, it's about to turn into 5 for a quarter of a billion.
Because he's playing really.
38-24, Ocho. Indiana Jones, 23 of 34, 288, 2 touchdowns. Jonathan Taylor, 16 for 94, 3 touchdowns. They had 23 rush attempts, 120 yards, 3 touchdowns. Indiana Jones tacked on another 2 touchdown passing, and they were clean. No turnovers, no interceptions, no fumbles. Justin Herbert, 37 of 55, 420, 3 touchdowns, 2 picks.
That also was a difference. Turning that ball over was a difference.
Yep.
Goddamn.
Buck got him twice.
Hey.
Latu got him once, so they had 3 sacks. They were playing uphill all day. I didn't know Gasson had a son.
Rondé Gasson?
Yeah, that's his son, right?
It is?
Yeah. Isn't that a play with the Dolphins?
Yeah, the receiver, Rondé Gasson. I think Gasson went up 86.
Keenan Allen had 11 for $119. Rondé Gasson had 7 for $64 and a touchdown. Ladd McConkey had 9 for 67. Ocho, Ladd McConkey had 15 targets. Keenan Allen had 14 targets. Gasson had 9 targets. Quentin Johnson had 6 targets.
Hey.
Is that his dad?
It is?
Yeah. Now, his dad wasn't fast, but if you throw it anywhere in the stadium,
every time.
Man, that joker had the biggest hand. That joker had the biggest hands. He had a catcher's mitt.
Rondé. Hey, who played on the side of Rondé? That wasn't McDuffie, was it? Yep. Goddamn McDuffie. I wonder if that was the same time when Yateel Green was there. You remember Yateel Green?
I do. I'm trying to think, was Tony Martin there, Pretty Tony? You remember back in Miami? Because Tony, I'm trying to think, Tony was there in the night. Yeah, Tony was there with
about Tony Martin?
Randall.
Oh, okay.
Right, they're all around the same time. Ingram. Nah, what was the one that from Penn State? What's the one that ended up having the turf?
O.J. McDuffie.
O.J. McDuffie. Yep. Ocho, the Chargers. Man, Indiana, the Colts are for real, Ocho. The Colts are for real.
Yeah. Listen, I would say if it's maybe 2 games or 3 games, but this is every week with them. This is every week with them. Even I think they've lost 1 game. Yeah.
And that's because what you call them, they remember they fumbled the ball out of the end zone?
Yeah. The receiver. It was down. It was Downs. Downs fumbled the ball going into the end zone.
Yep. And I don't know if you noticed this, Ocho. He ain't been back on the field.
They're not using him much?
Nope. Pierce had 5 catches for 98 yards. Warren, the tight end, had 4 for 69 and a touchdown. Pittman Jr., 7 for 58 and a touchdown. Jonathan Taylor had 3 for 38. Mitchell, Mo Alley Cox, but nope. But they look good, Ocho. They had 23. The score was 23-3 at the half. They scored 15 in the third. And they putting points on the board, man. Because and we said this, Ocho, they got pieces. You got Jonathan Taylor. Jonathan Taylor is a top 5 back.
You know what, honestly, and that's why the offense is also working as well. Because there's balance. They're not
Yes.
they not just throwing the ball all willy nilly, but it makes it easier to throw the ball because of what Jonathan Taylor is also doing out the backfield. Hey, you know what I
Yes.
just thought about? That was A.D. Mitchell who messed up who dropped that ball too. Yeah,
Yeah,
that was A.D.
Mitchell.
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 Yeah.
Yeah, he had one catch for last week I don't think he played, but he had one catch today for one catch for 8 yards. But when you have Jonathan Taylor, when you can run the ball like they can, and you look at the weapons that they have, and we said, I said, Ocho, if they get a decent quarterback, they got enough offensive firepower, they can be good. And when they brought, I said Daniel Jones gonna be the starter. The mere fact that you can't bring somebody in, pay him more than the starter, and don't expect him to be the starter. And they didn't put that in incentives, Ocho. That's his base contract. It's $14 million. Now he might have an additional $3, $4, $5 million in incentives, but they didn't incentivize this contract. They said we're gonna give you 1 year, $14 million. He's about to parlay this into probably $250 million deal.
It also makes me think, as talented as Anthony Richardson is, why couldn't he get this done with the same pieces that Daniel Jones?
But hold on, you ain't talking about the Anthony Richardson said that the NFL is easier than college, right?
Yes,
not him.
Yes, sir. That one.
You see, now you know why you see. Oh man, it's easy to him. This is why you keep your mouth closed if you're a quarterback. It's so easy. You kept your job in college even when you was playing bad. Who said NFL is easier than college? Who thinks that? Yeah, it might. You know what, Ocho? You ain't got study hall. You don't have all the stuff. You have to be able to manage your time in the NFL because you're grown.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody come wake your ass up because hey man, we got to go to study hall. Man, we got to go. Don't nobody do that. You got to be an adult to play in the NFL. So from that aspect of it, but he made it seem like, man, this here NFL a piece of what?
Yeah, it's very difficult.
I said, damn, the NFL it must be a different NFL than what we played in because it wasn't easy.
Nah, not at all. I know one thing. I'm not sure when the last time you've been to a game. Hey, Chad, I'm sure y'all been to football games and you sat in the stands and you watched it. Hey, when I went to the Bengal game Thursday, the game looked so easy from sitting up there. But damn, it's wide open. Just run to the left. Wait, look. It's wide open. It's right there. Just throw it in.
It looked easy when you up there in the stands.
It so easy. And I'm just thinking about, I understand how difficult the game is when you actually in the line of fire as opposed to look in the stands. Now I see why fans talk the trash that they do. Oh, this is why y'all say all that stuff y'all be.
Yeah,
it looks so easy.
I said, Ocho, I can see stuff in real time. I told Carson Wentz, why did you take the flat route? The flat was open right now, and he'd got a first down. You ground the ball, you shoved the ball in the ground. They throw an intentional grounding. I'm like, bro, I saw it in real time. And then I'll see the replay. They replayed it and talk about this is where he should have went. Yeah, I saw it in real time. I'm like, damn. Yeah. Ocho, what's going on with the Chargers?
Man, you know what? I'm not sure. Because some weeks they look very good.
Is this the first 400-yard game this season, Herbert? Is this the first 400-yard passing game this season?
You heard me. I don't think it's really nothing wrong with the Chargers. I don't think there's nothing wrong with them. I don't. I still think they're going to compete and be right at the top of that division. When it's all said and done.
Is this the first 400-yard passing game this season in the NFL? Who else is throwing for 400? But look, Ocho, we can go back and forth. He should have stayed in college. Ocho, I'm not staying in college when I can come out and get $35 million. I'm sorry, I'm not. Ocho.
Hold on. How about you?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Hold on.
Right. I'm not, Ocho.
Why leave college early, right? For $35 million, when you can stay another year and develop a little bit better so you're that much better prepared for the NFL. Knowing you're not ready.
Guess what? I get to that 3 year quicker.
Well, okay, now you get to that 3 year quicker. Now what? Now look what happened.
Hey.
Not what happened.
Ocho, it's simple. You go back and look at him in college, he was a barely 50% completion guy. You go look at him in high school, he was barely a 50% guy. In the NFL, He's 50%. He is what he is. He hasn't gotten any better, but you in awe of the physical, the talented, with the big discussion. Tom Brady wasn't talented, Peyton Manning wasn't talented because they had things that you couldn't measure. You couldn't measure their speed. You couldn't measure they ain't got no jumping at. What did he do? He ran 4.4, 40-inch vertical. Short, he had everything. He could throw the ball 75 yards.
Yeah. Damn.
Joe Flacco was 31 of 47, 342, 3 touchdowns, no sacks. They ran the ball 23 times for $142. Jamar Chase, 16 catches, $161 and a touchdown. Higgins, 6 for 96 and a touchdown. Noah Fant had 4 for 44 and a touchdown. There wasn't a whole lot of defense being played, but here we go. Ocho, the Bengals beat the Steelers and 33-31 in what many call the Icy Hot Bowl. This was not the Unc Bowl. This was the Uncles. Uncles. Yeah. No. They ain't no Unc. They Uncles. That's what Uncle. Yeah. So, Ocho, watching this game, I mean, look, Steelers jumped out to a 10-0 lead. Yes. Like, damn, Bengals. And then all of a sudden, started the fourth quarter, the Bengals had a 10-point lead, and then the Bengals have a 10-point lead to start the fourth quarter. And the next thing you know, the Steelers go down the field. Rodgers hit Freiermuth, he takes off, and they have a 1-point lead. But if you're a Steelers fan, based on what you had seen up until that point, you could not have felt comfortable with the way your defense was playing. Every defensive back from the Steelers, Chase gave it to everybody. He gave it to Ramsey the first half. He said, you know what? I think Slay and Porter feeling left out. I'm going to make sure y'all ass get it the second half. So don't nobody feel like, oh, he was pick on somebody your size. Right. I picked on everybody and gave it to everybody. And T. Higgins said, hold on. Did they forget about me? Hey, give me that shot down. Give me that rail shot. Let me end this thing. And he did something smart. He said, nah, I could score. I could split it. But now let me go on down because I don't want y'all to get a chance to do nothing crazy. Because I know Aaron Rodgers known to throw a Hail Mary here or there, but you won't get a chance to. Ocho, watching this game, what did you like about what you saw from your Bengals tonight?
Well, first off, we know what Flacco did. We know what Chase did. We know what Teagan did. But I want to give credit to the offensive line. I want to give credit to the offensive line. I want to give credit to Zach Taylor. Not worrying about all the noise on the outside. Oh, he needs to be fired. Oh, it's the play calling. It wasn't none of that. That was never the problem. Winning games like this against a division opponent, it starts up front. The offensive line played extremely well tonight. They kept Flacco clean for most of the game. Obviously, T.J. Watt and Hayward got a sack towards the end. I don't want to call it garbage time because it was very important that we were able to get down the field. But outside of that, they kept Flacco clean all goddamn day. That goddamn third down, and they ran the goddamn read option with Joe Flacco.
Never expected it.
A read option with Joe Flacco? Who does that with a quarterback that's not a dual threat? Beautiful play call.
That's why it worked, because you're not expecting it.
At all. Beautiful play call. Obviously, the Steelers, they didn't really play good defense. They had some blown assignments on defense, allowed Chase to get off on
that shallow cross late in the ball game. Ocho, that man got 15 catches. How the hell you let him get free for 16 on the shallow cross and ain't nobody guarding it?
Listen, there was confusion. There was a confusion at the second level. Once the motion went, Patrick Queen, they was confused on who was supposed to pick up who, and obviously Chase freed up outside.
Well, I'm picking up Chase. If somebody else get the ball, I'm good with that. I can live with that, Ocho. I'm picking up Chase. Man, that ain't your guy. Don't worry about it. He got 15 catches. I'm just trying to make sure you don't get 16.
But listen, man, it's amazing, right? It's amazing what happens when you get a quarterback with a veteran presence that's used to wheeling and dealing, and you put him in a situation, you put him in an atmosphere with two elite receivers like that, a good quarterback, a good number 3, a nice tight end. You saw Noah Fant got integrated into the offense a little bit more tonight. It looked great. This is one of the best games, and it got so good to the point, I didn't even care who won the game. I didn't even care who won the game because it was so exciting on both sides of the ball. Not really much defense, but Aaron Rodgers was dealing.
He was.
Joe Flacco was dealing. So
one bad play. He had one bad play. The DB made an excellent play on DK Metcalf to pull that ball out.
Yeah, the interception.
That's not on Rodgers.
Oh yeah, it definitely was. That was good. Hey, DJ Turner,
Yeah.
He's cornerback number 1. He's quarterback number one. I don't know what happened. I don't know why Cam Taylor-Britt with a healthy scratch tonight. I wasn't sure, but after watching tonight how they played, the DBs played, especially DJ Turner, boy, I salute you. Boy, I salute you because you showed Joe, you know what tonight, boy. But that goddamn offensive line needs all the credit for the night, because we already know what Chase could do. We already know what T. Higgins could do. We know what Chase Brown could do. That we were able to establish the run. Before tonight's game, Chase Brown was averaging 2 yards a carry,
2
yards a carry. He finished what 106? I think maybe he had 100 and something.
108 on 11 carries.
Yeah. Man, that's beautiful. Anytime you can run the ball like that, it makes everything else you want to do easy. It opens up the playbook. Man, it was a beautiful thing. And the fact that we, as a team, now we can compete. Why can we compete? Because we got a quarterback that's only been here for 24 hours. He's been here for 24 hours. And I heard some of the stuff they gave him. He had 30 plays. They gave him 30 plays last week. That's all he had on his plate was 30 plays. Mm-hmm. And obviously, playing in the Green Bay game, it's only so much you could do. But he looked good in that second half. When I saw that drive in the second half, I'm like, wait a minute. I think we're gonna be all right. And tonight, I'm sure they added more to his plate. And this is what you get. This is what you get. So next week, I'm not sure who we playing. We're gonna look even better offensively. Defense, just meet us halfway. Meet us halfway. And by the time December gets here, showing that we can compete regardless of who we playing, because the offense is now back because we have a competent quarterback that can make all the throws. We're going to be all right. And
you got the Jets.
I'm happy.
Ocho, now you understand why Tomlin made those comments.
Oh.
Now you understand. He says you have a quarterback that was good enough to be your opening day starter.
Yes.
You trade him to a team that needs a quarterback.
Yes.
Either Andrew Berry is smarter than either of us.
But yeah, most definitely. And the funny thing about it is Tomlin understood is you take a quarterback like Joe Flacco that's been in different situations, different offenses, and you put him in an offense with that kind of talent.
Yep.
With the kind of talent that can raise your level of play. Flacco ain't got to do much. He's not on a team where he has to raise his level of play because of the lack of talent around him. It's the opposite way when you come here.
They're going to lift him.
Opposite way.
Ocho, the thing is, you say he gave him 30 plays. He don't need but 2 plays. If Chase is one-on-one, throw it to him. If T. Higgins, they got Chase double, throw it to T. Higgins. It's not really that complicated. And he dropped one. He had a shallow cross against Queen.
Yeah, hit him
and you see Flacco's like,
face?
oh my God. That was the easiest pass play that you made tonight, and you dropped that one. So he probably should have had 17 or 18.
Yeah,
I'm going to start calling Chase Mr. Thursday night. Because we know what he does on Thursday night. Last year, he had 11 for 264.
11 for 264.
3 touchdowns.
3 TDs. Hey, matter of fact, in the first half, this I know, and we talked about it too, where I talked about how Carson and I had that sense of if we see a certain play, he'd check it and change it. Man, watch Flacco and goddamn Chase did that in the first half.
Yeah.
Flacco saw the coverage. He tapped his helmet, checked out of the run, and they must have knew what it was. He threw it right to Chase. Threw it right to him. I said, we gonna be all right. We're gonna be all right. And I have one thing I want to say too. Also,
what's that?
For all the Bengals fans that are probably watching tonight in the chat, this is why, despite some of the things you were saying, it's not about Zach Taylor. It's not about the play calling. It's all about those that are on the field executing the plays that are called. And when you have a quarterback, this is why they're paid the big bucks.
Yep.
When you have a quarterback, anything is possible. Anything is possible. I know one thing, they better not let Flacco out that goddamn room. I don't care, even when Joe Burrow come back. Do not let number 16 get out that goddamn room. That is our backup from now on.
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. That's why they went and got him. They got a guy that has a big-time arm. He can throw. He can make throws. He understands. Look, he doesn't have mobility. So you got to protect him. You got to do a better job of protecting him because he has limited mobility. Now, especially from the pocket. Now, you saw him run that naked on the zone read, that naked. I'm not, ain't nobody, Highsmith crashed down because I'm not anticipating him pulling the ball. That's Joe Flacco.
Absolutely not. Absolutely.
Now, Fields or Lamar Jackson or Josh Allen, I'm gonna be Justin Herbert. Yeah, I'll be a little nervous. Joe Flacco? Yeah, hell no. They ain't gonna never. Damn, they did it. Steelers DBs, just go ahead and chalk this up. Don't watch it.
Yeah.
Don't watch it. Don't worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Because he gave it to everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody. And it wasn't close. It wasn't like there was some throws like that. He threaded the needle and you guys were right there. Y'all wasn't close.
No.
Y'all wasn't close.
Not at all.
And just go ahead and chalk this one up. Hey, it happens. But for him, for Chase, for them, I've never seen somebody hunt the number one DB like they hunted tonight.
Yeah, most definitely.
You're not even with Surtain or the top corners. You're not supposed to hunt like that.
Yeah. Well, actually, I wouldn't even call it hunting. I would say most of the time during our time, when you had a great DB, most of the time, the quarterback, for some reason, they would never go his way.
No, hell no. You ain't taking that chance.
You don't even challenge him.
No.
For some reason. And I'm telling you, based on experience, is when we're playing against top corners, the offense, it goes away from that individual and it almost make you upset. It almost make you upset. But tonight, boy, Flacco didn't care. He didn't care.
He did not care. He did not care. I mean, he gave it to him. Look, Ram had an off night.
Yeah.
Slay, they put Slay on him. Slay, you take him in the second half. Slay couldn't do anything with him. Junior, Joey Porter Jr. He would have to learn how to play better without his hands.
Yeah.
He too touchy-feely. He get a lot of PIs.
Calls, yeah.
You're gonna get a lot of PIs. And you're gonna have to learn to do a better job. Locate the ball, let the guy go. He got 2 PIs. He got one on T. Higgins, he got one on Chase.
Yeah.
And he's looking like, man, what, bro? You can't tug the guy's jersey because the back judge is standing right there. He can see it. And you doing it in the middle of the field.
Yeah, you can see all of that. And as a defensive back, obviously, playing against a T. Higgins, playing against a Jamar Chase, some of the stuff that you're able to get away with because of your skill set with lesser caliber receivers, it'll work. But when you play against your elite receivers, your whole game plan have to change. Your whole game plan and the way you play them, it has to change. It just has to.
The thing is, Ocho, like when you play a great receiver, what you normally would get away with a lesser receiver, like not holding, that clutching and grabbing, they're gonna call it
every time.
Because normally Chase is probably already gone to the officials. Now you know they can't guard me one-on-one, right?
Yeah.
So they're gonna play a little extra attention.
Mm-hmm.
He's so good in space.
Mm-hmm.
You can put him outside the numbers. You can put him in the slot. You can put him in motion. He's tremendous run after the catch. Yeah. He's not that big, but he runs behind his pads.
Yeah. Big time.
So when you run behind your pads, you've got to tackle him. He's not going to go down with arm tackles, or he's not afraid of contact. Mm-hmm. So he'll run through contact. Mm-hmm. He runs a lot because his size. Now he's not as big as my brother, but he runs like my brother. He runs like Anquan Bolden. He runs like T.O. Now they were bigger receivers. T.O. is a much bigger receiver.
Fact,
but if you see how they run like when they get the ball, Ocho, it's almost like they're running back.
Matter of fact, you know what? You know who's a great comparison of Jamar Chase when he has the ball in his hands? As far as running behind his pads, that damn Steve Smith who refused to go down.
Yeah.
The exact same way. They're very strong. And because he has that running back pedigree that he played when he was younger, he played so good with run after catch. Yep. Same with Steve Smith. They played angry with the ball. They ran angry with the ball. And that was a hell of a game tonight. That was a hell of a game.
It was a great game.
A really good game.
Both teams have to look. The defenses, neither defense came to play. Outside of that one sack, I didn't even know. I thought T.J. Watt was hurt.
Yeah. Oh, obviously Mem did a hell of a job. And he had help. Noah Fant with the chips. Chase Brown with some of the chips. Before they went out into pass coverage. So they did help him a little bit. But in that fourth quarter where T.J. Watt and Hayward were able to get that sack on Flacco, it was one-on-one. So that's why he did. He had help, but outside of that, they kept Flacco clean all goddamn game, man.
But you allowed to make other plays other than sacks. He had a tackle.
Yeah.
His imprint has got to be on this game.
Yeah.
First of all, a non-mobile quarterback, if you don't disrupt his timing, he'll pick you apart.
Every
That's the
time.
same thing will happen with Cousins. If you don't put pressure on Cousins, what will happen? We've
He's
seen him
surgical.
throw for 400. We've seen him throw for 500 yards.
Yeah,
If you don't disrupt a mobile a statue, a prototypical drop back quarterback, and that's what Flacco is. He's a prototypical 80s, 70s old school drop back quarterback, Ocho.
Yeah.
He wants to drop back. He wants when his back foot hit, he's gonna let it go. He wants to let it go. He's not a guy that wants to try to buy time and wait for guys to get open. That's not what he's good at.
Right.
He's a guy, 1, 2, 3, ball's gone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ball's gone. Now most guys don't do a 7-step drop because most guys are in the shotgun, so they'll take a 3 and a hitch and throw the ball, or 4 or 5 and a hitch and throw the ball. But I was surprised. I'm not surprised that Cincinnati's defense played like this because I don't think Cincinnati's defense is very good, especially since their best pass rusher, Hendrickson, was out tonight.
Yeah, he's out. Yeah.
That being said, I thought the Steelers were better than this. I think they have the second most sacks coming into the game. I think they were 10 behind the Broncos. The Broncos had 30.
Right.
I think the Steelers had 20.
Yeah.
They got 2 sacks, and outside of those sacks, Flacco really didn't get pressure. If you don't get pressure on a drop back quarterback with those weapons at his disposal, what do you think is going to happen? I just want to know, what do you think is going to happen?
Yeah.
You got the best receiver in the game, and you got a guy that if you don't disrupt him, he can pick you apart. Well, that's what happened. And then to exacerbate it, Ocho, you couldn't stop the run. So now you're at their mercy. You can't stop the run. They run it at will. I mean, Chris Brown, 11 carries for $108.
Chase Brown.
P. Ryan had 7 for 31. But if you can't stop it, and Flacco had 31 of 47, 342, 3 tubs, no turnovers. That was the difference in the ball game. I thought the Steelers would might be going to give a death blow. They had it 4th and 1, Ocho.
Yeah.
They jumped outside trying to do the tush push. Hey, it's funny how y'all see the Steelers move, but y'all never see the damn Eagles move. Settle for a field goal. Next thing you know, they come down the field, they get a touchdown, and now they've gotten life. Ocho, you look at Ocho. What did you make of Aaron Rodgers going off on Jalen Warren, who ran a flea flicker by accident? Lip readers think Aaron Rodgers shouted at him, "What are you doing?" It wasn't a flea flicker.
Yeah. Hey, Unc, he has to do that. He has to hold the players accountable. What you lost? Your ear thing? Yeah. I say, listen, Aaron has to hold the players accountable. Aaron Rodgers understands that every play counts. He has a standard that he has to abide by. He understands everything has to be right because we're in a close game. We need every play. Every play has to count. You can't make that mistake. You can't. And I'm not saying that mistake cost him the game, but that's a play that they would have needed.
I said Chris Brown, I meant Chase Brown.
Chase Brown,
Ocho, here's the thing, Ocho. When you're in a game like this, every play matters because, our defense is not customary tonight.
Right.
They're not getting off the field. They're not getting 3 and outs. They're driving the ball. They're getting points on these possessions. So every play becomes magnified.
Yeah.
And so you can't have a mishap like that. I'm trying to figure out what made him think it was a flea flicker. Now, that's seemingly that's what, lip readers think he was uttering.
Right.
But I'm like, of all the things you could run, I've heard people, I run the wrong route, Ocho. I went the wrong way.
Right.
But damn, a flea flicker when no flea flicker was called?
Yeah. I mean, listen, little miscommunication. It happens the same way on defense. Both teams had busts in the defensive coverages. The Bengals had one. Hell, the Steelers had one. And just listen, those plays make a difference. And it's only 1, 2, maybe 3 plays in an entire game that change the trajectory of the play. And the team that makes the fewest mistakes normally wins. And it just happened to be us tonight.
True.
Who they think they're going to be?
You guys, like I said, offensively, you guys are going to be able to put pressure on people. If you jump out to a lead, now you can play. Like I said, I don't think your back end is very good, Ocho. They made some big time plays. They made plays tonight.
Yeah,
the guy made a heck of a play. The one he took out of DK hands?
Yeah, his name is DJ Turner. Say it with me, DJ Turner.
DJ Turner.
Yeah.
That being said, if you go look at the first interception, it was like, I don't know if Rodgers was trying to throw the 7 route and he overshot the 7 route, or he missed the DK on the go route.
Yeah.
Because it was like in between, you know what I'm saying? Like the 7 ran the angle and DK, but the ball was inside.
Yeah.
So I don't know, maybe the ball got away from Aaron. But this was like offensive. If you like offensive football, Ocho, this was your game tonight.
Beautiful game tonight.
This was your game tonight. We got to get to this game.
Whoa.
Hey, everybody know what happened. Everybody
what
know
game
what
you
happened.
talking about?
What you mean?
You're pretty excited. What game you talking about?
Don't worry about it. You gonna find out in just a second. The what? Ocho, why you tweeting me, man? You ain't never tweeted me before. But all of a sudden today, you want to tweet. I ain't heard from you.
Listen, most of the time, you tweeting during the game. About certain plays that how a team is doing, and it just dawned on me. Somebody tweeted me and said, "Well, go check on Unc. Let's do a wellness check to make sure he's okay," because he hadn't tweeted about the Broncos all day. That's when I tweeted you. I just want to make sure you was good.
I was
okay.
Good.
The
Broncos scored 33 in the fourth quarter. How about this for ironic? How about this for ironic?
Before you say that, you're not a conspiracy theorist, are you? Okay, you are, but go ahead. All right.
Demaryius Thomas went into the Ring of Honor today. Demaryius Thomas passed. He was 33 years of age. How many points did they score in the fourth quarter, Ocho?
33. That ain't. Hey, listen, that ain't number God. For those that are conspiracy theorists, I buy that one. I buy that one.
The Broncos scored 33 points in the fourth quarter to come back and beat the Giants 33-32. 3 lead changes in the final 2 minutes. Prior to today, teams had lost 1,602 games, consecutive games, when trailing by at least 18 points with 6 minutes to play. The Broncos' 33 fourth quarter points were the most points in the fourth quarter by any team that had been shut out the first 3 quarters in NFL history. We did that.
Y'all did.
We did that.
Y'all did.
Ocho, before we get into discuss this game, cameras caught a very ticked off Brian Burns leaving the field. Let's try to listen to what he had to say. I guess we're not going to be able to try to hear what he had to say.
I know I'm not deaf, but I sure don't hear nothing. I can see his mouth moving though.
Yeah, we didn't get the audio. So Bo Nix was 27 of 50, 279, 2 touchdowns. The Broncos ran the ball 24 times for $142. Cortland Sutton, big game, clutch. 6 catches, 87 yards. Marvin Mims Jr., 6 catches, 85 yards. Evan Ingram. Everybody was big that final drive. It was huge. And the Broncos pull out Jackson Dart. I was like, bro, are you – look, man, I just knew it was over, Ocho, because when he threw the pass across the middle, the Broncos guys break it up, and here come 84 from the Giants. Get the ball and turn up the sideline and go 41 yards. I said, you know what? It ain't for us today. It ain't for us. It ain't for us. But you know what? That's one thing about Mile High. They got ghosts in Mile High. They got ghosts in Mile High. And if you a Bronco fan, if you've witnessed games, you've seen the Broncos dig themselves out. Whether it was John Elway, whether it was Craig Morton, whether it was Peyton Manning. Hey, Tim Tebow, you've seen some unbelievable comebacks in that stadium. And today was unlike any other that I've ever seen from the Broncos. Ocho, what did let's take it from the Giants' perspective, because Jackson Dart was 15 of 33, 283, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. He was sacked 4 times. They ran the ball 32 times for $119. Wan'Dale Robinson was 6 for 95. Bellinger was 3 for 88. Scatterbolt ended up catching a 13-yard touchdown on third and 11. From the Giants, where did the Giants go wrong? What did they do wrong?
I think, you know what, every play counts. We always talk about that and how turnover sometimes is costly and they make you pay double. You know, for a team to be able to come back 33 in the fourth quarter, field goals that are missed. field goal that are missed obviously early in the game.
Them PATs.
Yeah, those PATs, they cost you, huh? They cost you on the back end. Outside of that, Jackson Dart, what you want to do? You want to protect the ball. You want to protect the ball. You can't throw interceptions. But what you see from him, Monk, and just giving you a chance. When giving you a chance offensively, having a nice healthy balance of the run and the pass, and then him being able to be a dual threat and make plays with his legs, extending plays, looking downfield, and doing some of the things he did towards the end of the game. Outside of that, defensively, 33 Unc, 33 points
33.
in one quarter. In one quarter,
Yeah.
not over a span of an entire game, but that comes down to, listen, defensively, we got to be a little tight knit. We got to be a little tight knit, and obviously in those situations as well, offensively, you want to hold the ball. You want to chew some of that clock out. You want to chew some of that clock out so they're not able to come back, from a deficit like that in just one goddamn quarter. So I think this is a learning experience for Jackson Dart with it being just his fourth start. But I think they're going to be all right, man. For one thing, even though they lost the game, you have to feel good as a Giants fan. You have to feel good.
You got something special.
You got something very special.
Scatterbo gonna have to understand, Ocho. You can't run over everybody, or you'll have no memory by the time you're 25. I understand that. You everybody to play in the NFL, everybody has a certain level of toughness. Now I ain't telling you what somebody told me. I'm telling you what I know.
Would you say,
you don't have to prove how tough you are. It's okay.
You say you can't do what?
He ain't gonna be able to remember his name at 25. He keep on trying to headhunt people. But they found their quarterback. They've identified their quarterback, and he was phenomenal.
Absolutely.
He was really good today. He made the one mistake, and the one thing that you can't have happen, even if you punt the ball away, you make them drive. You let them get the ball back, and they only have to go 20 yards for a touchdown. So now you've minimized the amount of time that you've used off the clock. If you punt that ball away, Ocho, and they got to drive 80 yards, so be it. Unless you give up, you say nothing cheap, nothing deep. As long as you don't give up a bomb, it's going to take them a minute 30, maybe even 2 minutes. That's what you need. Time is your friend, not a score. Time. Tick, 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 tick. And so that's the thing. I thought the Broncos, I was like, Sean Payton, what are you doing? What is this? You're at home. You're at home. Guys did drop some passes, but J.K. Dobbins needs more than 14 carries. He had 14 carries for 81 yards. But when you're behind by the margin that they're behind, Ocho, it kind of takes you out of running the football. So now I've got to throw. It's hard to run yourself back into a game. You have to throw yourself back into a game. But I thought Sean Payton did a well enough job of still incorporating a few runs here or there. The Broncos almost blew this. Bro, why are y'all fighting all out? Let them score. They missed the PA. Let them score. Let them score. Now you get the ball back with a chance that, because I was a foregone conclusion that I thought the guy was going to make the PAT. So now we can, you get in field goal range. Now you make a field goal. Now you go into overtime. I was so glad that they reviewed it and said it was a touchdown and then gave the Broncos an extra 6 seconds, because originally it was 31 seconds. They put an extra 6 seconds. Remember, when they killed the clock, it was 2 seconds. Every second matters when you're behind. But I thought they did a great job. It looked like he was throwing the ball. It was like I don't know what they did. Because Marvin Mims Jr. is supposed to run a seam to clear it. Cortland Sutton is coming in on the dagger. For some reason,
they all in the spot.
Mims pull up.
In the same spot,
and it looked like Sutton was and he pulled his hand back. Hits Mims. Okay, they get up there, they kill it. Now, from the inside, they love to run this play. They put a Cortland Sutton in the slot, and they run him on a fade up the rail. He's a great jump ball guy. He's a big
release. They switched it.
Yes. Because guess what? The guy in the slot, he don't want you to run a shallow cross, so he's going to be slightly inside. So it's going to be an easy release.
And every time.
It's going to be an easy release. So you got the advantage on him. He ups over the top of him, catches it, gets out of bounds, come down, spike it, and then Will Lutz.
You know what? Obviously, Giants fans, the owner, John Mara, right? Yeah, John Mara, Brian Daboll.
John Mara,
Hey,
Steve Tish. The Tish and the Mara family.
brother Tish.
Well, they sold a 10% minority stake. I don't know who they
Okay,
sold it to.
I'm not
Go
sure who
ahead.
they sold it to too. But if you're having tryouts for kickers tomorrow, you know who to call. Because I'm probably the best kicker in NFL history because I've never missed. And if you want somebody that's consistent, that you can count on, where you can win games on their leg, and they have one job to do. You have one job. You do one thing for a 2-hour practice. You kick the ball. That's it.
Yep.
So I'm not too far away.
Well,
I could be in New York tomorrow.
They those two missed PATs definitely helped the
Big
Broncos. And you look, it I don't care what anybody says, it's deflating. Everybody's high, you high-fiving on the sideline, Ocho. You're like, yeah, we just got a touchdown, and then all of a sudden the field goal, then all the kicker shakes it. It is a letdown. I don't care what anybody says, like, oh yeah, we good, we are. No, bro, no. We worked too hard to get that 6 points for you to come out there and jack off. That's 1 point.
And it's so funny. I was so confident. I'm watching the game. I'm like, well, god damn, the Broncos getting whooped. And then somebody tweet me, well, shoot, I ain't heard from Unc. Hey, Ocho, you might want to go check on Unc, man. The Broncos getting that, you know what, whoop. I see Jackson Dart go down there like a goddamn magician, and he leap, he score, great effort. I'm like, oh, let me tweet Unc and make sure I'm good over there. And I look back up. I go to the bathroom and come back. I'm like, what the hell happened?
I did the same thing. I let the dogs out, Ocho, after the Broncos scored, and then I come back in like a minute later, the Broncos got the ball. I said, how the hell we get the ball? I don't know how we got it, but I was glad we had it. And the next thing you know, think about it. I think I read a stat that says Bo Nix is the first player in NFL history to throw two passing touchdowns and have 2 rushing touchdowns in the fourth quarter.
And defensively,
this hurt, Ocho. If you're a Giants fan or you're a Giants player, this hurts.
It got to.
This hurts. Or I'm telling you, I don't know if I've ever had a defeat like this, where we had such a big lead. T. Lyle team to score 33 points in the fourth quarter. I don't know if I've ever had a loss like this, but this one hurts. I've lost a game, walk-off game. We lost a couple of times. The walk-offs to lost to Kansas City one year. I think it's 97. The guy hit a 54, 57-yard field goal to walk it off. But, man, because you played well enough to win, you didn't turn the ball. Think about it. You had one turnover. You had one pick.
The interception.
But see, when did he throw the pick? In the fourth quarter. Remember, all turnovers are created equal. Mm-hmm. You turn this over, you have this pick in the first quarter. Now a team just scored. Now you give them an opportunity to score again. They're right back in the ball game. Now that stadium is rocking. I can just imagine. Now I know some people had left because I see, but hey, I saw a lot of, and I saw the cameras moving. I said, yeah, Bronco, they rocking that stadium right now. And man, boy, I can say football.
Hey, you can say it. Hey, listen, you can say it. You listen. You worthy of it. You can say football. You can say pigskin. You can say Broncos country. Let's ride. You could. Whatever you want to say, you can say it. I'm with you. I can't. I got to put my foot in my mouth. I got to put my foot in my mouth. Hey, you can put your robe on too. You can put your robe on.
No, we don't want the football. We want to see what's in the locker. Ocho, just bear with. I beg you.
Take your time. Take your time. Listen, I'm with you when you're right. I spoke too soon. I put my foot in my mouth. Listen, I'm not too wrong too many times. I was wrong tonight though. You sure were.
Listen,
but one thing about it, listen, I wasn't on the field. I wasn't playing defense.
I don't know what you.
I wasn't playing defense for the Giants.
So when you become a Jets fan, when you become a Giants fan? Yeah, stop telling me who me. Yeah, listen, I'm talking to you.
I'm not. Listen, I'm not a Giants fan. I'm a fan of Jackson Dart and his excitement that he brings to the.
Oh, he played for the Giants, so that means you root for him. You root for him. You root for them.
No. I like Scatterball. I like Scatterball and Jackson Dart.
Oh yeah, okay. You root for him. You root for them.
No, I'm rooting for the individual, not the team itself. It's not. I don't have no ill will toward the Giants, but I like what Jackson Dart and Scatterball.
I hate eggs, but I love chicken. How you gonna love the byproduct of something that? How you gonna you don't like the animal, but you like the byproduct?
I mean, it happens sometimes. It happens sometimes. Listen, I ain't never said nothing bad about the Broncos. I never did. That's a different helmet.
Oh.
What's that?
I don't even know why y'all go at this guy. Why they do that?
Hey, he nice too, though. He nice. He nice. You got socks too?
I don't even know why they throw that.
What you doing with the damn socks?
Hey, you lucky I didn't come out here padded up.
Hey,
y'all lucky I didn't come out here padded up.
Matter of fact, you know what? I'm trying to think. When my team play again? We play.
Y'all play Sunday.
Okay. Hey, after we beat the Jets, I'm coming in my full uniform.
You should.
I'm coming in my
Really, Ocho, the Jets?
What? Whoa! This is an NFL team.
I can't tell.
This is an NFL team. I have nothing. I have nothing to do with how they're doing.
Did you see them play today?
Hey, that was bad, Unc. Hey,
Yes,
that was bad, boy.
Ocho, we had the conversation, and we're going to get to it in a minute, about Justin Fields. I said, Ocho, I don't know how much longer they can let him go.
I didn't know it would be this soon, though.
If he going to keep playing like he played, we saw him last week against the Broncos, Ocho, minus 10 yards.
Hold on, that's not fair. Now, that's against the Broncos defense, one of the best defenses in the league.
Okay, now he played Carolina, and it wasn't much better.
Wait, listen, stay with me real quick. Now, this ain't the same Carolina of old now. Ain't the same Carolina of old.
They have won no games.
Huh?
They've won no games.
Okay, I'm with you when you're right. There's not much I can say.
But the Broncos, I don't know how, and I ain't asking no questions why. But we came back, scored 33 in the fourth. Have y'all seen anything like that?
Yeah, on Madden. On the video game.
I mean, we scored 33 in the fourth.
I seen the Patriots come back.
That's the most points they've ever scored in the fourth quarter when you didn't score any points in the first three.
That's crazy, ain't it? That's crazy. I'm not sure what did the Giants do defensively different the first three quarters that they didn't do in the fourth.
Because the Broncos was hurting themselves. Because they started playing instead of behind the sticks, they started playing in front of the sticks. It's hard. It's hard to keep converting 3rd and 10, 3rd and 11. It's hard to get that. It's hard to, all of a sudden you 2nd and 15, you 1st and 20. Man, you're not gonna make a living making those getting that down in distance. But the Broncos kept plugging away, and the spirits of DT, man, would not let them lose today. So congratulations, Broncos, Bronco country. We proud.
Are you happy? I'm just asking.
We ain't bad and we ain't cocky, but we ride on your team like a Kawasaki. We ain't bad and we ain't cocky, but we ride on your team like a Kawasaki.
Okay, I like that.
That we did. Yeah, that we did.
That's a nice little rhyme right there. Okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
Your team.
Yeah.
Bronco, stand up. Bronco
country.
That's
y'all
what we
can stand
do.
up. I mean, listen. I put my foot in my mouth. I apologize to you. I apologize to all the Bronco fans out there. I still love you. I never say anything bad about you. No ill will. Nothing malicious towards y'all. It was just a little fun banter between me and Unc. That's all. No, take no offense.
The Broncos, Jackson Dart got dinged a little bit. I was like, put Russ in there. I had that Birdman hand rub. I said,
Hold on. Russ is the child of God now. Russ is the child of God. Now, you ask for one of God's people to come on that field, then the outcome might not have been what you thought. Yeah.
Russ must be a stepson, and Jackson Dart is real son, because Jackson Dart got the starting job now. So what is he?
I understand what you're saying.
Mac Jones filled in again for Brock Purdy. Did a great job. He was 17 of 26, 152, one interception. But it was a combination of C-Mac.
Yeah.
C-Mac led him in rushing, 24 carries, $129, 2 tubs. He also led him in receiving, 7 catches, 72 yards, along with 17 on 8 targets. He was Mr. Everything, and they relied heavily on him, and that's what you're supposed to do. And the defense got after Penix. They didn't really sack him a whole bunch, but they pressured him. They hurried him up. They made him rush his throws, and they win a ball game. They're now moved to 5-2 as the Falcons fall to 3-3. Ocho, watching this game, what did you like about what you saw from the 49ers, who, they have lost their best defensive player, Bosa, the best defensive player in Fred Warner. They've been banged up. Their starting quarterback, $50 million quarterback, he's out. Ayuk, he's out. Kittle just came back today, but somehow Kyle Shanahan has pieced it together, kept this team together, and they're 5-2.
Hey, listen, Mac Jones has done a hell of a job. He's done a hell of a job in filling in for Brock Purdy. After Brock Purdy went down, it seems like they haven't missed a beat offensively, despite the injuries on obviously on both sides of the ball. Kittle come back today. I don't really like the way they use Kittle tonight. They use him as if he's a blocking tight end. Didn't really give him anything on the offensive side of the ball, through the air. But Christian McCaffrey leading the way, not only on the ground, but also in the air. They had Juwan Jennings, who I expected to be more of a contributor after just paying him, allowing him to get a feel for the offense and get some passes. Kendrick Bourne, who just went crazy last week, if I'm not mistaken. Just went crazy the previous week.
Yes.
And he wasn't as effective as he was from an offensive standpoint for them, but they still won the game. On the other side of the ball, the Falcons, it was obviously a snooze fest if you watched the game. I'm not sure if you watched. You might have watched it with the sound off. If you watched it with the sound off, you might have been asleep. Yep. It wasn't exciting at all. They kept trying to do the same plays over and over, outside zone, but they couldn't really get Bijan free. He couldn't bust one open tonight. Kyle Pitts, they had some plays where they got him the ball. Drake London.
I thought he was involved. He had 10 targets tonight, Ocho.
But it just wasn't enough.
Look, they're going to have to beat teams throwing the football. Teams are not going to let Bijan Robinson. We know what Bijan Robinson can do. We're not going to let him have the type of game that Christian McCaffrey had. You remember the other night, Ocho, against Buffalo? We saw what he did. He ran the ball and he received. We're not letting him do that. If Michael Penix Jr. can drop back and throw the ball and beat us, so be it. But we're not going to let that running back beat us. Because he's special. We understand just how special he is. You're going to have to beat your quarterback's going to have to beat us from the pocket. And you look, actually, I want to put him on the move because he's not nearly as accurate on the move as he is from the pocket. And you notice they brought some pressure to get him on the move, and he was inaccurate. 21 of 38, 241, 1 touchdown, was sacked twice, hurried a bunch. But they stymied him running the football, Ocho. 20 carries, 62 yards. That's not good enough. That is not nearly good enough for this team in order to win because they have to have some sort of balance somewhere. And that's when they're at their best, when they can get Algier running the football, when they can get Bijan Robinson running the football. That's when the Falcons are at their best. And tonight they couldn't get the running game, and so they became so reliant on the passing game. And I don't think Penix Jr. is there yet. Drake London had 10 targets on the 4 catches. As you mentioned, Kyle Pitts had 10 targets. He did have 7 catches for 62 yards, which was probably one of his better games thus far this year. But in order for the Falcons to be what they think they can be, especially with this offensive firepower, it starts with that running back. It starts with him. He is the look. He might not be. He's the spoon to stir it. Now he might not be the sugar. He might not necessarily be the tea. But if you just dump sugar and tea in there and puts water in there, and all the things just gonna go to the bottom. He stirs it. He makes everything swirl. He makes everything better.
If he makes everything better and he makes everything go offensively, when you have a night like tonight, when the 49ers say, as obviously the second level did one hell of a job with Fred Warner being gone, Nick Bosa being gone, the second level did a hell of a job in stopping Bijan Robinson. So what's the next thing you have to go to? You have to go through the arm. You have to go through your passing game. Drake London, Mooney, Kyle Pitts, all those guys have to be able to contribute to the offensive game plan and allowing Michael Penix Jr. to flourish through the air. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. What happened? It hurt? Why you took your helmet off, Unc? Hey, anyway, Chad, I think for Michael Penix Jr., if the run game is not working with Bijan Robinson, he has to be able to get back there and throw the ball. He has to. And then they throwing smoke screens. They throwing smoke screens to Kyle Pitts. They throwing. You heard me?
Yeah.
They throwing smoke screens to Kyle Pitts. That does nothing for him. That does nothing for him. Now he's not that kind of player and he's not that twitchy. Catch a ball and face somebody up and make moves. That's not what he does. You put him in positions
No.
like you did on third
You got to
down
put him down
out
the
there,
field.
and you put him out at receiver, and you have complete mismatches. Use him that way. But I mean, listen, I think they misuse him a little bit. Outside of that, I
I mean, look, Ocho, I would have liked to play in today's game and catch because I'm gonna have a bunch of
right,
catches because they throw so many
right,
screens and
right,
shovel passes to the
right.
tight ends and all that stuff. But put me down the field. I'm trying to get
Thank
down the
you.
field. I ain't got to worry about nobody. I ain't got to
Hmm.
worry about receiver kicking out
Right.
somebody or the guard, the tackle
Hmm.
kicking out somebody or the running back blocking
Right.
somebody. Send me down the
Yeah.
damn field. I know what coverage it is, and so I know where I'm
Right.
vulnerable. So, but look, this is a big win for the
Yeah.
49ers. And this is what you like when you sign a backup quarterback, you want your backup quarterback to be able to hold a
Yeah.
fort down until your starter comes
Absolutely.
back. I firmly believe they should have stayed exactly where they were. Took Mac Jones. You don't have to give up
Right.
anything. Now those picks, those first round picks and those second round picks that you had to
Yes.
give up, think about what you could have done because they do a good job of
Hmm.
drafting. They do a great job of identifying a player and developing said player. They do a great job of that. But Brock Purdy saved them. But going to get Mac Jones has really helped
Yeah.
them out
Big
this
time.
year because I'm not so sure Mac Jones has been a starter. He's been a Pro Bowl player. He understands. He's perfect for this
Yeah.
system. He doesn't have a big arm. He has great anticipatory skills. He can throw on time. And he understands. He's a smart guy. He's not mobile. He's not. But he can do what Kyle Shanahan needs him to do in order to win ball games, and that's all I need
Yeah.
you to do. Son, keep us afloat. You got this light project, them lights that they have on, they stay for 24
Yeah.
hours. I need you to keep us afloat for
That's
24
it.
days. It's been longer because this is his fifth game starting, Ocho. But I thought he played really well. He got a couple of drops in there, had a deep ball, and number 5, I don't know what his name is. Like, bro,
You got to have that.
drop.
Hey, that was-
You got to have that,
was a nice-
Ocho.
That was a nice
Especially-
punt return.
That's what you got to have it, Ocho, because look, we're playing with our backup quarterback. We got to help him out. You know, Ocho, now you got to step in place. We got to have everything. We got to make those tough catches. Tough catches, and that's what they needed to do. Dallas Cowboys double up the Washington Commanders, 44-22. The Cowboys offense is rolling. Dak, 21 of 30, 264, 3 touchdowns. Javonte Williams, 19 carries, $116, 1 touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, first game back, 5 catches, $110, touchdown, long 74. George Pickens, 4, 82, long 44. Jake Ferguson, 7 catches, 29 yards, 2 tubs. The Cowboys offense looked
Crazy.
really good. Their defense looked a lot better because they played from behind and now they get to pin their
Bingo.
ears back.
That's the key.
They got after they have 4 sacks today. Kenneth Murray Jr. had 1, James had 1, Jadeveon Clowney had 1. I ain't gonna mess this brother's name up. Ocho watching the Cowboys. As a matter of fact, guess where they're on the road next week in Denver.
Yeah. Hey, I'm not even gonna talk no trash. I'm not gonna talk no trash, but I know one thing. Pat Surtain II, he gonna have his hands full, depending on who he follows, whether it be George Pickens or whether it be CeeDee Lamb. But I know he going to do a hell of a job. See, I'm not even gonna talk no trash. I ain't gonna talk no trash.
Hey, Dak, stay away from 2. That's all I'm saying.
Hey,
CD spends a lot of time in the slot.
yeah.
He don't really go, so he'll probably deal with Pitt, probably stay with Pitt. But when you can run the ball like the Cowboys, it's hard. Javonte Williams getting 4, 5, 6, 7 yards to carry.
Yes.
So you got to single up.
You ain't got no choice.
Riley Moss, you gonna have to. Hey, bro. Bro, I mean, at some point in time, Ocho, I'm not gonna lie. At some point in time, you got to say, you know what? Every time somebody need a big throw, they throw it at me. I'm talking about at some point in time, you say, enough.
Yeah.
I'm like Reggie and Professor Clump. With Reggie, they would with what you call him? What's his name? What was Professor Clump? With Clump. Yeah, Professor Clump. When he was on with Reggie at the comedy club, And Reggie said, enough.
All them jokes, yeah.
Yes. Riley, at some point in time, you've got to say enough.
Yeah.
I mean, damn.
You got to make them pay.
Yes.
You got to make them pay. They want to come at me. They got to make them play. I remember Deron Bland, since we talk about the Cowboys, and they chose not to throw Trayvon Diggs' way, and they kept throwing over there the Bland, and he kept picking everything off like a booger.
Got another one.
Yeah, got another one today. I mean, hey, the Cowboys look good. They look good.
They look
so good.
They have looked good offensively. Right. Their problem has been defensively.
But when other teams when they're playing ahead, that's when the defense look good.
Yes, good. Because you neutralize the threat of the run. If their problem is, Ocho, is that when the defense is bad and the offense, Dak, he turns it over, he gets a pick, or they fumble the ball. If you tell me that they're going to be able to play with a lead, or they're going to be able to be nip and tuck, you're going to have your hands full. Because they can run it with Javonte, and they got two guys that can go get it. And then that tight end, Dak trusts him.
Jake Ferguson.
He ain't got no great speed, but he got great hands.
Jake Ferguson is nice. And the funny thing about it, too, when you see the Cowboys playing, chat, y'all stay with me. When you see the Cowboys playing the way they playing today, they can compete with anybody. They can compete with anybody. I'm talking about the Packers. I'm talking about the Chiefs. I'm talking about the Eagles. All those teams that are high scoring that can score 25, 30 points a game. The goddamn Cowboys can do that every single week. Every week. Hey, one thing I want you to tell Cowboys fans something. I tweeted something earlier today. I was talking about George Pickens, right? Obviously, George Pickens there. He's on a 1-year deal. And obviously, they have to do something with Dak at the end of the season. Dak, his price point is going to be too high. They're going to have to restructure. CeeDee Lamb has already got his money. And I'm telling people it would be good for George Pickens to be able to go somewhere and get his money, which is well-deserving based on the seasons he's having, being that all the other receivers have gotten their money. And everybody's about, Ocho, shut up. Pickens ain't going nowhere. He going to stay here. Well, who's going to take a discount? Because
here's the thing, Ocho. They're going to have money under the cap for the simple fact they're going to redo Dak's deal. Let's just say Dak's cap number is going to be $74 million. He ain't playing on that number next year. So they'll probably give Dak another, say he has 2 years left on that deal. We'll add 4 years to it. We'll give him, we'll give him another $60 million. We'll give him $150 million, $200 million guaranteed, whatever the case may be. To get that cap number down, we get his cap number to 30. Now we can focus our attention on George Pickens.
Hold on. So if you're gonna focus your attention on George Pickens, right? And the cap is round 30. What you giving Pickens a year?
I'll give him somewhere between 32 and 35.
Okay. We talking business. I like where your mind at. I like where your mind at. For me, honestly, based on what he can do, and what he showed you he can do, he showed it with the quarterback carousel with the Steelers. He showed what he can do in a consistent, competent offense with a good quarterback in Dak. Hey, give me 35, we could talk.
Because here's the thing. He knows he has a quarterback that can get him the ball. He knows if they double CD, he's getting one-on-one coverage. Dak's going to look for him. Dak's going to give him every opportunity to
and he's making every last one.
And he's making every last play. Now, the only problem, and the people say, well, Shannon, the Bengals were able to keep T. The difference between George Pickens and T. Higgins, the Bengals drafted T. T had been there for 3-4 years. George Pickens is right now as a rental. Now you can buy rental cards. You can go to Hurts and they had them Mustangs that you can buy. You can buy a rental car from Avis. You can buy it.
Hey, but this is the problem I don't like, huh? You understand Jerry Jones. You understand how Jerry Jones conducts business. You understand
he loves offense.
You understand how he's made all his stars wait, and he drug out the process when it comes time to pay players. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
But see, here's the thing. He has David Mugoleta. You know David Mugoleta. I keep moving. But hey, he said one negotiation doesn't represent another negotiation. George Pickens is going to want somewhere between 32 and 35 million. He don't give a damn who gives it to him.
Say it again.
Cowboys,
Say what you said. He don't
now,
give a damn what?
who gives it to him?
I told y'all. Y'all don't listen to me. Hey,
Ocho, it's just like anything. Ocho,
say,
you might like shopping at Whole Foods, but if they don't got it, I go to Trader Joe's. If they don't got it, I go to Smith's. If they don't got it, I go to Ralph's.
Hold on. These the people trying to tell me earlier on Twitter, he ain't going nowhere. He gonna take less money. Huh?
No.
Do y'all understand? This is first deal.
They look, the thing is that, like I said, when you look at Dak's number is $74 million. He's not playing on a $74 million cap. They're going to get that down, and probably next year's cap probably be somewhere around $20 million, $30 million. But give him a big signing bonus, probably $100 million to sign.
Yeah.
But George Pickens is going to want to eat.
Got to. It's the first.
He's going to want to eat. Now, you got money because you didn't sign Micah. You got money. And you've taken care of your guards. You've taken care of Deron Bland. You've taken care of people that you need to take care of. And Pickens a guy, look, Jerry loves offense. He loves the way Dak is playing. And when you see offense, be like, okay, this is when you had Michael Irvin and you had Alvin Harper. You double Michael, Alvin Harper's going to make you pay on the backside.
Yeah.
You got a Jay Novacek and Jake Ferguson, sure-handed, reliable, not the best blocker, but you know what? We ain't brought you here for the block. We brought you here to catch.
Right.
To catch. Keep us a first down, keep the chains moving, and touchdowns. He had a touchdown in catching his 4 straight games. Javonte had his second 100-yard rushing game, 6 rushing touchdowns on the season. He's healthy. I loved him coming out of North Carolina, and he had a good early years with the Broncos, but he hurt his knee, and then he came back, and he wasn't the same. Unless you Adrian Peterson, it normally takes you a year and a half for that knee to get right. Now they got the guy that's a year and a half removed from that surgery, and now this is what when the Broncos selected him in the second round. This is what they thought they were going to get.
Now the Cowboys got it.
But the Cowboys look good. Now, we got to talk about Jaden Daniels. He was 12 of 22, 156, one touchdown. He ended up tweaked his hamstring. We'll see. He's going to get an MRI tomorrow. We'll see the extent of that. I don't know how far they can go.
Without him?
Without
listen, Mariota is showed he can play some good ball. He can string off some wins, but he's too up and down. Huh? You don't know which 8 you get.
Yeah,
you don't know which 8 you're gonna get. But obviously, he coming in and starting in a game where you haven't had many reps with the ones and being thrown in the fire. You have to catch yourself in the rhythm. You got to get yourself going. Obviously, you're not acclimated to the speed of the game. You're not acclimated to the tempo in general. You know the play. You know what you're supposed to do, but your timing is going to be off a little bit. Your timing is going to be a little rusty. I think if he's not able to go this week, if Jaden Daniels is not able to go this week, and he gets another week under his belt with the ones and getting that rhythm going with the ones and tempo going with the ones, I think he'll be fine and play much, much better next week. But it's hard. It's hard to come off the bench and make sure the team doesn't miss a beat, and you come in and just do your thing, especially when you're playing from behind.
Yeah. They just pinning their ears back. Dak last 4 games, Ocho, he had 319 pass yards, 3 touchdowns, 237 yards, 4 touchdowns, 261 yards, 3 touchdowns, 264 yards today, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. He's got to be who is leading the league in touchdown passes? Stafford, because Stafford had less than 200, had 5 TDs today. I think Jacksonville, emptied their tank against Kansas City because they look like some stir fry the last 2 games. But we're gonna talk about it. Hey, because Duval, because y'all talk about Ocho and I, we don't talk about the Jags enough. So we're gonna jump on y'all ass today. We're gonna talk about you. We got something for you. Be careful what you wish for. Rams beat the Jags 35-7. Stafford threw 5 touchdown passes. Travis Hunter gets his first 100-yard career receiving game, and he also had his first touchdown. What they doing?
Hey, I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what happened today.
How many snaps did he play on defense? 2, 3? I know he broke up a pass from Devontae. Matthew Stafford, 21 of 33, 182, 5 touchdowns, no sacks, no turnover. They ran the ball 29 times for 89 yards. Devontae, 5 for 35 and 3 tubs. Ferguson had 1 for 31 and a tub. Mumfield had 1 catch, 5 yards, and a tub. Trevor Lawrence was 23 of 48, 236, 1 touchdown. He was sacked 7 times.
Golly.
Landman had 1.5. Is that Carnell Lake's son? Q Lake?
Wait, from the Steelers?
Yeah. He said, listen, Chad, correct him. He said it's booty.
Oh.
So correct him.
Oh.
So y'all talk about, it's wrong, it's booty. I know that's how it looks like it should be pronounced, booty. But that's not what he told the media. So go look up what he told me. Google that. Y'all Google everything else. Y'all jump on here to try to prove Ocho and I wrong. Go look it up. And then you can come back and apologize to us later.
Listen, it looks like it's French to me, right? I took
yes,
French.
Creole.
So
yeah.
I'm going to pronounce it as if it's French. I'm going to call him Boucher. Boucher.
Go look at chat. Go look it up. And all of y'all that's talking about it's pronounced this, pronounced that, then you can apologize to Ocho now. Because y'all quick. Y'all don't ever want to get Ocho. Well, you and Ocho was right. Y'all don't ever do that. But y'all quick to jump in here. Y'all wrong. Y'all wrong. Go to, and this is what he said. Yeah. Now, y'all gonna get mad at the man because that's what he said the pronunciation is. Go ask him. But anyway, back to our normally scheduled program, Ocho. 35-7. It looks like to me that their Super Bowl were the Chiefs on Monday night. Because they look like stir-fry cents.
Yeah, I mean, and what are they doing? What are they doing with Trav? I'm curious because everything seems to be up and down. 1 week he's playing more on defense and he's playing less on offense. 1 week he's playing more on offense. The next week he's playing less on defense. It's like they're kind of confused on what they want to do with him. I need my boy Brian Thomas Jr. I know you're gonna see this, baby. I need you. I need you every week.
You got to come down with those, bro. You got to come down with those, Ocho.
I need you every week to be exactly who we know you are. You need to build off what you did last year and come in the season and do the same thing. When things aren't going well, Trevor Lawrence has to be able to count on you at all times. He needs to be able to put on a blindfold and know I can throw the 7. And I know I can count it. You need to be like birth control. Every time he can count on you 99.9% of the time. At times, you're going to make mistakes. Mistakes are going to happen. Drops are going to happen. Minimize them. But the player that you are, the player that I know you're capable of being, you got to be that 24/7.
No. Don't be talking about, Unc aggressive. No, y'all jump y'all ass in the chat. You said it wrong. No, go look it up. Now y'all looking it up. Now Unc aggressive. Y'all jump y'all ass on there. Because y'all so quick. Unc don't know what he talking about. I'm just telling what the guy, how he told the reporters how I said.
I don't like saying Boutte. I'm going to say Boutte. I'm going to say it like it's French.
So, but y'all get mad. No, I want y'all to jump in there and say, you was right. Y'all quick to blow up my Twitter, blow up all my feeds on social media. You was wrong. Why when I'm right, y'all don't have the same intensity? I'm just curious.
Hey, they apologize. They say, we sorry.
That's what he said, Ocho. Yeah. Now, some people say, okay, sometimes it's sharp, it has an E, sometimes it doesn't. So people say, is it sharp or is it Sharpie? It's sharp. I thought it was Sharpie. Well, I told you it was sharp. So he said it's booty. But y'all get mad at me because when I first saw him at LSU, Ocho, I thought it boutte. Right. That's what I mean. But I knew, with a name like that, I'm like, that's a French, obviously the French, we got New Orleans from the French, But anyway, what's going on with Jacksonville, Ocho? First of all, Ash, how many snaps did Trail play on defense? Because he didn't register anything. He had a pass defense though. He had a PD.
Yeah.
Ocho, if you're not going to play him both ways, and he's not going to be beneficial on both ways, why did you trade up to get him?
Hey, listen.
Why'd you give up? You gave up next year's number one.
Your guess is
to move up like 2 or 3 spots. That's crazy.
It is. Listen, if you take someone that high, he's gonna be full time somewhere. And if you're gonna play him on both sides like you promised him, I'm gonna use him to where we picked him as a number 2 pick. I'm going to feature him somewhere. Offensive, you're gonna be on offense full time. You know what? We're gonna have certain packages, probably on third down. We're gonna put you in there. You're gonna go against the third receiver, sometime the second. Whoever the hell going to goddamn slot, that's who you have to face. I'm not sure what they're doing. I have no idea.
I'm confused. He played 14 snaps on defense. He played 60 plus snaps on offense.
Yeah.
Right? So that's 74 snaps. They had 55 snaps total on defense. I just don't see him playing 130 snaps and being effective. I don't, not in an NFL game. I mean, listening to and see all the DBs, I see Chris Harris Jr., I see Aqib Talib, I see Sherm, I see guys that made Pro Bowls, all decade players. I see those guys. And they're talking about, man, it's hard to go back because you need to get in a rhythm defensively. The back pedal, the switch, the transition. Ocho, it's not like you're playing one good receiver one week and then you might play some guys that's not very good. Every guy that you go against on Sunday in the NFL, a lot of guys that you went against on Saturday, they not in the NFL. There's a difference.
Big time.
You going against Jefferson. You going against Chase. You going against CD. You going against Pickens. You going against Rashee Rice. You going up against Devontae. You going against AJ. You going against Pittman. You going against Johnson. You going against Keenan Allen. And then guess what? Now go beat Pat Surtain. Now go beat Horn Jr. Now go beat Stingley.
Yeah.
Now go beat Quentin Mitchell. Do you understand what you're asking yourself? And you understand how mentally you have to be locked in. Ocho, first of all, you got to be locked in. But when you going against one of them dogs, you better be on your best behavior.
And the funny thing about it,
or they'll embarrass you, and they're trying to.
And most of the time, every week, it's going to be a dog on every team. Every team. Very often when you play a game, regardless of what position you play, whether it's receiver, you're going to be facing a dog. Whether if you play a receiver, you're going to be facing the dog at DB. No matter what side of the ball you go to. So you got to be on point. But they're not using them to be effective, let alone not help him, but help the team. Got to help. You got to. Yeah. He's the second pick in the draft. You would think his usage would show just that, and it hasn't. It hasn't to date, not yet. And I understand.
So what you thinking? How? I mean, I don't know if this year they're going to fully integrate him and let him play every snap, every down.
Yeah, I understand. I understand bringing a player along slow, but hell, we going into week 7. Well, we going into week 8. Shoot, we halfway through the season. Listen, brother Lee and Cohen, he know better than me.
He got a great offensive mind because he's on the staff. Offensive. That's where his butter is breaded. That's where his bread is buttered. Got me talking like Ocho. I've been around you too long, man. I need help. Yeah. Ocho, the Bears moved to 4-2. Saints dropped to 1-6. The Bears 26, Saints 14. Caleb Williams 15 of 26, 172 yards, no touchdowns, 1 interception. But DeAndre Swift 19 carries, a buck 24, 40 rushes, 222 yards. Spencer Rattler 20 of 32, 233, 2 touchdowns, 3 picks. Can't turn the ball over like that, bro, and win. Your team is not equipped to overcome your mistakes. Rushes 17 carries, 44 yards for the Saints offense. Spencer Rattler also lost a fumble, so that was 4 turnovers.
That'll beat you.
Saints ain't that good to overcome 4 turnovers.
That'll get you.
Chris Olave had one of his better games. 5 catches, 98 yards, a touchdown. Johnson, 5 for 79. Damn. Shaheed, I needed one more catch. What did you like about what did you see any of this?
Yeah, I saw it, man.
DeAndre Swift is running the hell out of the ball.
Again, with DeAndre Swift running like that it brings balance. It brings balance. Boom. We can rely on DeAndre Swift to do what we need to do offensively on the ground. So it makes throwing the ball that much easier. I know Caleb Williams did have an interception, but outside of that, he played somewhat of a clean game outside of the interception. And they did what they needed to do to win the game. They're 4-2. I'm not sure when the last time the Bears have been 4-2 and looked this good offensively. Week. Yeah. Hell, they played in the goddamn rainstorm last week, won the game. They come back this week. I know they playing the Saints. A lot of people say, "Oh, that don't count. You playing the Saints? They're not that good." I told y'all. I told you. 2 teams. That maturation process between Caleb Williams and goddamn Ben Johnson, where he's going to be able to maximize his potential, understanding what his quarterback strengths are, with his creativity. All right. It's just starting.
Yeah. And Rattler had 3 interceptions. I see Edmonds had 1. He's a linebacker. And Montez Sweat, he had 1. He's a DN. No, hold on. That's sacks. Who got the picks? They don't show picks. Oh, yeah, they do. Bayard had 1. Edmonds had 1. And Nick Wright, Enright, I don't know if that's his first name, he had 1. Ocho, the Saints are not good enough to overcome 4 turnovers. There are not very many teams equipped in the NFL that can overcome 4 turnovers, let alone the Saints.
You got maybe 2 or 3 teams. That's it. Maybe 2 or 3.
It all depends on when they turn the ball over and where they turn it over.
They can score in a high volume. Let me
ask you a question. Who they playing and they turn the ball over?
Now that matters too. Now that matters as well.
You turn the ball over against the Cowboys. You turn the ball over against the Chiefs.
Man, you might well pack your bags early.
Turn the ball over 4 times against the Colts.
Pack your bags early.
Exactly. The Patriots beat the Titans in the Revenge Bowl. Drake May threw for 222 yards, 2 touchdowns. Vrabel's first game against the franchise that fired him back in January of 2024. They did a number. They did a number on him today. Cam Ward fumbled for the second consecutive game. He has 5 fumbles this season, and he threw a pick.
Well, I love Brother Cam Ward, but the same issues that we had and the same conversation we had with Will Levis and turning the ball over and not giving his team a chance, Cam Ward is
actually, Cam Ward is worse. If you go look at the number through the same starts, he's worse than Will Levis.
Yeah. You got to give your team a chance.
And Ocho, you and I talked about it, bro. Bro, you can't keep turning the ball over. You can't keep giving up these pick sixes. You can't keep putting the ball in harm's way because I don't care how good your defense is. They can't consistently overcome bad play from you.
You can't. You don't.
This is why I advise guys, stop talking. Now, y'all know what he said. We butt,
We
we
ass.
cheat.
Hey, but listen, wait, I like Tua, huh? When you
Ocho,
say stuff like that, your play has to be up to par. You can't
how about
be part of
this?
the problem. You got to be part of the solution.
Through 6
Yeah.
games, their first 6 games of their career, Cam Ward has thrown for 1,101 yards. Will Levis had 1,266. Cam Ward has thrown 3 touchdowns. Will Levis had 7. Cam Ward had thrown 4 interceptions. Will Levis, 2. Fumbles lost. Cam Ward, 4. Will Levis, 2. Sacks. Cam Ward, 25.
Already?
Will Levis, 19.
He got sacked 25 times already?
Oh, heading into the
God
day.
damn.
It's more now. How many times he got? Oh, now he's gotten sacked 30 times. He got sacked 5 times today.
Jesus Christ.
So we can add a touchdown to him. He got 4 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, and he got another fumble loss.
Well, listen, whoever got the Titans on their schedule, that's like a homecoming game. That's the game. That's the game you want to play with. You know you're gonna get your win. Hey, the Titans and the Jets. If you got the Titans and the Jets on your schedule, you might well chalk that up as a win.
Yeah. Hey, don't worry about Ward. He with us.
Hey, listen, you're gonna have games.
Nah. Y'all didn't want Mike Vrabel.
It wasn't Mike.
They fired Mike Vrabel.
It's his rookie year. It's his rookie year. Do we give him some grace because he's a rookie? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But stop talking.
Okay.
Stop talking. Because you make yourself look bad when you go out there and play like that.
If you do that,
The Patriots.
well, Drake made nice, boy.
Yeah,
Drake made nice.
Ocho, 21 of 33, 21 of 23 is the highest completion percentage in Patriots history. 21, I think he completed 16 straight, 222 yards, 2 touchdowns. He did get sacked 4 times, but he didn't turn the ball over. Stephon Diggs, 7 for 69. Keyshawn, is it Booty or Booty?
I'm not sure how to pronounce it the right way.
But he had 2 for 55. He had a great fingertip catch in the end zone, Ocho. Hunter Henry, 4 for 33. Austin Hooper, 2 for 11. A tub. And Chase on recovered a fumble in the end zone, the one that Cam Ward tried to throw and it slipped out the back of his hand. It's Booty?
Booty?
See, y'all laughing. I'm like, it looked like it should be Booty, but it's Booty.
You sure?
Booty, yeah.
Booty. Hey, he must be from New Orleans, huh?
He is. Ramondre Stevens, they ran the ball 36 times, 175. You know Vrabel wants to run the football. He had that monster in Tennessee, Derrick Henry. You know what I'm saying? You know he want to run that football.
You know what I like too? I like the fact that they went back to Stevenson despite his struggles holding on to the ball.
Yeah. You want to play, son? Yeah, coach, I do. Hold on to the damn ball.
Simple as that.
You hold on to the ball, you get on the field. You put the ball on the turf, you over here with me. Choice is yours. The Browns beat the Dolphins.
Oh, man.
31-6. Mike McDaniel benched Tua late for Quinn Ewers. He was 12 of 23, 100 yards, 0 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, 24. He had a 24 passer rating. Tua has the most 2 interception games in the NFL since 2022. Ocho, this is why I tell you, quarterbacks, keep your mouth shut. Now, we're going to have a conversation about your guy in Tennessee. Now, you remember your guy in Tennessee, That's why you keep your mouth shut.
Yes, sir.
Now, back to Tua, Ocho.
Hold on. Before you,
I'm gonna let you. I want to hear what you said. That's your team. The Miami Guppies are your team.
Listen,
Go ahead.
Listen to it. When you stand tall with your head high, and you hold other people accountable, and tell us about things that are going on in your house, a house where we don't have the key to, so it's no way for us to know what's going on. And that C on your chest, as that captain, you have to always be front and center and being the one to be playing at your best. You got to be playing at your very best at all times. So what you're saying in front of the media and your play, it ain't matching up. Nope. It ain't matching up. You can't be talking here but playing down here at the bottom. There has to be some type of even keel where everything makes sense. Okay, you know what? He can get in front of the media and say some of the things that are going on behind closed doors, because once he touched that goddamn field, he's that boy. He's doing his thing. But when you play like that, and on the opposite end, trying to do it wasn't pretty. I was upset. I was upset watching the game. We don't even have a chance to win. We don't even have a chance to compete. Let alone you're already going against one of the better defenses in the league. So offensively, you got to do that much better. You have to raise your level of play. Tyreek is gone. He's not walking back through that door.
And it wasn't like Cleveland did a whole lot. It was just that you were so pathetic. Your Miami offense was so anemic, they didn't really have to do anything because you gave them short fields. You gave up a pick six. This is what you do. Bill Davis used to always tell us, my college coach, say, son, you praise in public. You chastise behind closed doors.
Whoa. See, I didn't forget. Hey, listen, I got it with me today. I'm prepared.
Yeah. He said you chastise behind closed doors. You praise in public. Ocho, we played a game. We played Alabama A&M. And coach called he called a quarterback draw on the first two plays. He called a handoff, quarterback checked out of it, and then on fourth down, he called a draw again. We lined up, we lose the game. We're all around the team. Coach says, I've been coaching 20 years, and I've never said this before. You cost me the game.
Damn.
Just like that.
Wait, he said it?
He got there in front of the media. You know, we just got to play better. Look, the plays that we didn't make tonight at the quarterback position, I trust him. I believe in him. That is not what he said behind closed doors. That's not what he said. But in public, he knew he had to put on a brave face. He had to put on a brave front. I'm not saying, Tua, what you said, you should have said behind closed doors to your teammates and keep the media out of it. See, you can't spin it because, see, when the media does this, you absolve yourself of accountability. You see, instead of saying, look, I misspoke. Everything that I said, I could have said to an individual or individuals that I felt that were late or not being the best representative of the Miami Dolphins. That should have never heard that. The media ears should have never heard what I had to say. But when he spent it and say the media try to spin it, now he's absolving himself of accountability. I thought you were saying that you were sorry because you was taking the onus of accountability. But that's not what he did. And now think about it, Ocho. He said that after throwing 3 picks. He follows that up again with another 3 picks.
Yeah. And remember what I told you?
So how do I look at you? If I'm a player, Ocho, you got to see on your jersey, you're supposed to be one of our best players. And a large part of why we're ineffective offensively is because of your play.
I told you. I'm not sure, Chad, if any of you have been in a structured environment and played a sport, and you look up to one individual, the individual who wears the C on his chest. Not only does he wear the C on his chest, but he's a leader. He not only is a leader, but he's your quarterback. He's your quarterback. So you say some of the things that are going in-house about players that are in a building. How you think they look at you next? How you think they look at you, Unc? And you know how they're gonna look at you. They won't say it out loud publicly, but things will be different.
Yes.
They always gonna look at you sideways now. From now on, even with a public apology. And to top it off, To top it off, it makes it even worse when you come back the following week and you play like that.
And you stunk it up again. You pulled your pants down 2 weeks in a row in front of the public and took a dump on the field. Now, first of all, Ocho, I'm looking at you sideways because even before you open your mouth, I knew you weren't playing well. And I kept that to myself. Now, I could have put you on blast, or when somebody say Tua was buns or cheeks, I could have liked it. But I didn't do none of that.
No.
But what did you do? You come put us on blast, and you got to the meeting on time. You did everything right, and you look like stir fry out there. So what was your excuse?
Hey, sometimes you can do all the talking in the world, Unc. You can do all the talking in the world. All the talking in the world don't matter. But what does matter? I know you want to do everything right before you touch this field on Sundays. But all that talking and all that don't mean nothing if you go out there and you stick it up Sunday at 1:00. You still got to play. You still got to execute the X's and O's. And the person that has the ball the most, the person that is able to handle the ball the most, is responsible most of the time, whether you win or whether you lose.
Yes. Tua now has 2 or more interception games, and he has the most 2+ interception games in the NFL since 2022. He's done that 12 times. It's hard to overcome bad quarterback play. Because you know why, Ocho? You know why, Chad? Because he has the ball all the damn time. Unless you direct snap it to a running back or a wide receiver, which is the wildcat, he touches the ball. If he's playing bad, he gets hit, the ball comes out. He throws it, it gets picked. He runs. I always question Ocho. The man know he has a history of concussions. He breaks weight last year, and what does he do, Ocho? He lowers his head on somebody. I say, you got to be kidding me. Ocho, the Eagles beat the Vikings. The 30th ranked passing offense coming into the game found its stride. Jalen Hurts threw 3 touchdown passes. Devontae Smith had a career high 183 receiving yards and a touchdown. A.J. Brown went over 100 yards and had a pair of touchdowns. And Jalen Hurts, 304 yards. The receivers were the second most of his career. I think it's his first 300-yard game in the last 22 games. So Jalen Hurts, he was 19 of 23. Very efficient. 326, 3 touchdowns. Devontae, 9 for $183 and a touchdown. A.J. Brown, 4 for 121, 2 touchdowns. This is what you have to do when you can't run the football. 23 rush attempts, 45 yards. Saquon, 18 carries, 44 yards. You got no choice.
Hey, it's so funny, too, is Devontae Smith was going crazy. He was going crazy, and I could see the mannerisms. I could see the body language from A.J. Brown. He wasn't going off yet. He hadn't gotten those touchdowns yet.
Well, he caught the first touchdown.
The scramble.
They caught him on a run. It looked like, I think it was a linebacker caught him on the out.
He told him to go.
Scramble. It was a scramble drill. It wasn't out. It was a scramble drill.
Told him to go up. But outside of that, he got involved in the game. Came back and hit him on a deep one. And
before you go any further, that was not a pass. That was not a roughing the passer on Martin, the Washington Commanders guy, when he sacked Dak Prescott. It's not my fault he didn't buckle his damn helmet, and I tackled his ass, and his helmet flew off his head. Yeah. That is not. Now, it seemed like it was a incidental contact with the receiver, so it was a 5-yard penalty. That's not roughing the passer. That is not roughing the passer. It's not my fault, Ocho. If you don't buckle your damn helmet, I tackle you, your helmet fell off. I didn't rough you up. He didn't horse collar. He had him by the middle of his jersey, and he snatched his ass down.
And obviously the refs.
So that's all I want to say about that.
Go ahead, think about the refs. The refs, when everything is going full speed, they can't tell. They can't see that. All they see is the hand up high and the helmet coming off, and they throwing that flag right away. Outside. Yeah.
Ocho. They can review it. Because think about it. When Jared Goff, when they called that touchdown back, they didn't throw the flag on the field. That came from Secaucus.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, you're right. But hey,
I'm
listen,
just
I
saying.
like what Jalen Hurts did. I like what he did because obviously,
Oh,
listen, you quieted the doubters again. You couldn't run the ball. They say he can't throw. He can't put it in the air. And what did he go out there and do? He put it in the air. You're not going
yep,
to allow us to run the ball like the Chiefs did in the Super Bowl? Okay, hold my beer. Let me show you I can do everything. I can throw it too.
yep.
Now what you going to do?
Carson Wentz was 26 of 42, 313, 2 interceptions. Jordan Addison had 9 for $128. Justin Jefferson had 5 for 79. He did drop a touchdown. Was able to get his hand in there.
Cooper DeJean. Cooper did a good job, right?
Yeah. But here's the thing, though. He's finding out it's different on the island than it is
Well,
in the slot.
absolutely. Hey,
I'm just saying.
absolutely. Especially when you're going against the one of the best, if not the best, depending on who you ask. It's a different game.
Ocho, what do you think about that touchdown? At the field, they called it a touchdown, the diving, TJ Hawkinson, but they reviewed it and they said no. What do you think?
It was a touchdown, huh? I think it was a touchdown.
I do too.
Because the ball didn't move when he hit the ground.
It didn't move.
And all he did was bring it back in. He brought it back in on the turn. It's tough.
They're saying the ground helped him secure it.
Come on. The ball didn't move when he hit the ground. It didn't move at all.
It didn't.
And all he did was he brought it back into his chest as he rolled over. To me, that's a touchdown. They're so inconsistent with that call. I don't know what a touchdown or a catch is in the goddamn mo. I don't know.
I agree. I agree with you 100% because, like I said, what I thought was a catch, sometimes they let it is like his hands under. Like, bro, he caught that. He caught it. But give the Eagles credit today because Jalen Hurts won him this game with his arm. 19 of 23, 326, 3 touchdowns. He was sacked 3 times, but he says, you know what? I'm not going to put the ball in harm's way. And he doesn't. But this is what it's going to take. For them to get back to where they want to be, this has to be a regular, this has to be a normal occurrence. This can't be an outlier. This can't be an anomaly. They're not going to let Saquon run it.
You're not going to win the game.
But that doesn't mean you don't attempt to, Ocho. I'm not going to just abandon it and have him throw the ball. Because think about Ocho. He threw the ball 23 times. He didn't throw it 33, 43. I still got to make you respect Saquon. And if I get one-on-one coverage, AJ Devontae, be ready.
Yeah, I saw him do that today too. I like that. And the replay was able to see it. He saw one-on-one with AJ Brown, and he went real slowly. Yeah. I don't know what that means right there. It was that skinny post. He saw man to man. That skinny post, he hit him on that skinny post for that touchdown. Boom. I like that. That's going off script. No matter what play is called, AJ Brown, keep your eyes on me. If I see something, I'm going to throw you a number and let you know what to do.
The camera caught AJ after scoring the second touchdown today. This when you throw me the effing ball. What the F is that? Just throw me the effing ball. After the game, Devontae Smith said the play that resulted in a 79-yard touchdown was there for them all game. He said he and his teammates advocated for it at halftime. After they scored, Jordan Mailata went to him and said, "You called your shot."
I like it.
They do. But here's the thing, Ocho. You and I play a dependent position. John used to tell me, "Now I'm gonna take your word for it. You was open. I'm gonna look. I'm gonna throw it. Now, if I go back and look at film and your ass wasn't open."
Hey, that's why you got to be careful. You got to be careful as a receiver, saying you open and really not knowing what's around you. You got to be sure and you got to be definite. It's what it is. Because if we come back to that play and you were open in the first quarter and we come back and run it, maybe in a different formation and hoping we get the same look defensively, boy, you don't lie to me.
Hey, because I did that while I was in the game. I said, "Man, John, bro, T, I was open." He's like, T, you weren't open. I said, I was open.
What happened on film? What did it look like?
He said, I tell you what, I'm going to look at it tomorrow. If you're not open, it's going to be hard pressed for you to catch any passes. About 2 series later, I came to him. I said, "Hey, T, you know that play you was talking about? We talking about? I wasn't open." Since you put it like that, you ain't gonna give me no passes. I wasn't open.
Hey.
But that's the thing. If you tell the quarterback, because they're gonna trust you, I'm open. Okay, you say this. Hey, coach, Devontae said he's open. Ocho said he's open. Okay, you better be open. But I thought Jalen Hurts played unbelievable football today. I thought he was decisive with his throws. We got outside the pocket. He was accurate with his throws. AJ 4 for 121 and 2 touchdowns. Hey, Devontae 9 for a buck 83 and a touchdown, long of 71, along with 79 on 11 targets. But think about it, over 300 yards on 23 attempts. That's not a lot of attempts.
That's how efficient he is. That's called throwing the ball with efficiency. With efficiency, making all the right throws. And then when things break down in the pocket, I'm not going to take off and run with the ball. I'm not gonna take off and run with the ball.
He's looking for guys to break. He's looking to run the scramble drill.
Pointing people out, pointing direction, which way to go, and coming back. AJ Brown had a good one when the play broke down to the right, hit AJ Brown it was 3rd and 14. Oh man, and the boy was out there dealing. And this is the good thing, because now things change. Most of the time, the way they play and the way they won last year is Saquon Barkley had a historic season running the ball. And most of the time for the Eagles, they would run the ball to open up the pass. Well, hell, they're not allowing the Eagles and Saquon to run the ball the way they did last year. So maybe now what's going to happen? Maybe they're going to win playing in reverse. We're going to have to throw the ball to open up the goddamn run.
Absolutely right. Because they still he did. Because I'm telling you what defense coordinator said. He did that last week. Let's see if he can do it again. Because I saw Saquon do what he did last year for the entirety of the season. Saquon has a history. I'm going to make him do it again. Ocho, the Packers went on the road, and they win in Arizona, but it wasn't easy by the score of 27-23. Do you see how they looked in the first three and a half quarters, Ocho? Jordan Love was 19 of 29, 179, 1 touchdown. Josh Jacobs, 13 carries, 55 yards, 2 touchdowns. They win it. This is why you go get a Michael Parsons. If I'm going to make you the highest paid defensive player in NFL history, the highest non-quarterback, you know what you got to do? When you that guy, when you a Myles Garrett, when you a Michael Parsons, when you a TJ Watt, I need you to turn the lights out the building. The first quarter, I don't care. Now I need to keep them. I need you to keep them out of the end zone. Did you see the relentlessness? You see how quick he beat that right tackle?
Hey, listen. He wasn't worried about no holding either. He wasn't worried about don't worry about who holding. Don't worry about who holding.
No, I pay you for. As a matter of fact, I pay you $47 million. Run through the hole. That's why you get money. He's that good. Micah's that good. That first step, his ability, he can turn speed to power. He can bend. He can wax on. He can rip. Quick. He can play over the guard. He can play. He can move up and down the line. He's too good of a player. This is why you go pay Micah Parsons. This is why you give up Kenny Clark and 2 first-rounders for what you saw today. This is what he should be, because you got Rashawn Gary on the other side. You got Wyatt. There's no reason. He really that dude. Sometimes I wonder if Micah really understands just how good
I don't think he does. I don't think, and you know what? That's a good thing. It's a good thing that he doesn't understand how good he is, and he's just out there just playing football. He's just out there just playing football with no inclination in how good you really are. He had no sacks. He had 1 sack. Excuse me. He had 1 sack coming to the game, if I'm not mistaken. He had 3 today. And you already know how the game goes. You go week after week.
They come in bunches. Remember, I told you. They're like grapes. They're like grapes and bananas. They come in bunches.
You got 3 today. Now, probably watch next week. You have another 3. And then you look up before you get to halfway through the season, you are damn near close to 10. Out the blue, out of nowhere.
Because the thing is, you got Rashawn Gary on the other side. He can rush the passer. You got Wyatt pushing the middle. Bro, y'all, hey. Meet me at the quarterback. Ready? Break.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Meet me at the quarterback. Hey, we playing sorry DBs. Hey, Rod, Ed, meet me in the end zone. What we doing? What we doing today? We Mile High Salute? Meet me in the end zone. I was like, damn, Packers. But Jacoby Brissett played well. 25 of 36, 279, 2 touchdowns.
Well.
Yeah, he didn't hurt him. Trey McBride had 10 catches, 74 yards, 2 touchdowns. Marvin Harrison had 2 catches, 56 yards, 35 long. But in the end, that pass rush was just too much. They were just relentless.
What's wrong?
Think about it. Look at that. Quay Walker, a sack and a half. Micah had 3 sacks. Rashawn Gary had a sack. They sacked the quarterback 6 times. Well, that's how it should be. You got two good young pass rushers in Micah and Rashawn Gary. You got Walker who can rush the passer. You got Wyatt who can put pressure on the quarterback. There ain't no reason.
Yeah, and then
quarterback shouldn't have time to stand back there and pat that ball like that.
And the good thing about it is you didn't have to deal with Kyler Murray, who's a dual threat quarterback. You're dealing with Jacoby Brissett, who's a statue. He ain't going nowhere. He ain't going nowhere. You get the ball and get the ball out your hands fast as possible. But when it mattered most, them sacks came in, especially Michael towards the end of the game.
But see, that's what I need. I need you to turn the lights out the building. Somebody got to cut the lights off. What good, Ocho? What good is we got a guy that got 20 sacks, but then we allow them to go right down the field and get a touchdown. What good are 20 sacks doing me? I don't care. And this is how I look at offense and defense, and you can call me crazy. Can you get done what you need to get done when you absolutely have to? Ocho, what good is having the number 1 ranked offense I can't get a first down so the opposing team don't get the ball back? What good is having the number 1 defense if I can't get off the field on 3rd down? I can't keep them from getting in field goal range. But what does that do? I need it to matter. I got money, but I can't get nothing out of ATM. It don't do me no good. The Panthers beat the Jets 13-6. Rico Dowdle still appeared to be more dominant back. He had 79 yards rushing on 17 carries compared to Hubbard's 31 yards on 14 carries. We missed that, didn't we? He was one of our prize picks.
No, we made it. You changed
I told you. You ain't listen to me.
But see, I was thinking that
Hubbard was coming back.
Carries,
I told you, don't worry about that. Man, Dowdle got the goddamn. He got the hot hand. Always bet with your hot hand.
Yeah, 96 yards. He was supposed to get 79.
How many did he get?
96.
You got to listen to me sometime. I know.
But I got Taekwon, though. Taekwon he had to get 7 yards. He caught one deep one.
Hey.
Justin Fields was benched at halftime in favor of longtime backup Tyrod Taylor. Jets signed Fields to a 2-year, $40 million deal, including $30 million guaranteed. They only needed 6.5 games to realize it's not looking good. Don't look like he'd answer.
Listen.
He was 6 of 12, 46 yards. My thing is, look, it doesn't seem like he processes it
as fast as he should.
And if the quarterback, Ocho, it's got to be like that.
It kind of make me sad a little bit because I understand what Justin Fields has had to go through so far early in his career. He had to deal with the issues over in Chicago where they felt he wasn't the answer. And we've always had the conversations about quarterbacks that have gone through Chicago and weren't developed the right way, they didn't have the right tools around them to help them develop. And every quarterback has always seemed to not really flourish there. And now he goes to Pittsburgh. And you think maybe I'll get an opportunity to compete for the starting job. He wins the starting job due to injury, played well when Russell Wilson was hurt. And obviously he gets benched when Russell Wilson comes back. So I'm thinking, okay, boom, now this is your team. You have nobody to worry about, nobody looking over your shoulder. It's just your team with the job for you to lose. And I thought he would be the answer for the foreseeable future. And so far, how it's turned out, things just haven't worked out. They just have.
You haven't. And at some point in time, we can't keep blaming everybody else,
Yeah.
Ocho.
Dang.
We can't. I was a little concerned when he couldn't beat out Jake Fromm for the starting job at Georgia. I was like, well, damn.
Dang.
Ain't like Jake Fromm, no hellraiser. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Joe Burrow. Okay, Trevor Lawrence. Okay, you don't beat them out. I ain't got no problem with that. Okay, you can't beat out Jones from that was at Alabama. Okay, I get that. But Jake Fromm? Ugh. Like I said, whatever it is, it's not. I don't know.
And you know,
And I think they're going to stick with Tyrod.
You think so?
Now I know Tyrod. It was in a bad spot. Tyrod had to come in, and you know they know you're going to throw the ball. You can't run it.
Yeah.
Brees Hall tweeted something last week, made it seem like free Brees or something like that. I don't know what's going on there. But Justin Fields has got to do a better job. He's got to see the field better. He's got to process it sooner. Or he can't play. You can't play quarterback if you don't have if you can't process information.
And you got to process it fast.
You got to be able to recall. You got to be able to recall it and spit it out. And when you see it, it's got to be boom. It's got to go.
Yeah, I mean,
it is what it is to play that position.
Damn, man, that sucks. That sucks. But on the other hand, let's talk about my Panthers. Yes, I'm saying
Bryce Young, 15 of 25, 138, one touchdown. He did leave the game. Andy Dalton came in 4 of 7 for 60 yards. Both players were sacked. Bryce Young was sacked once. Andy Dalton was sacked once. But Leggett had his best game, 9 for 92 for 100 yards. And remember, Ocho, he caught that one that sealed it.
Yeah. Hey, I told y'all. Hey, chat, don't try to jump on the bandwagon now. Don't try to jump on the bandwagon now.
You did. Your two teams, Bears and the
before
Panthers.
the season started, I told you there are going to be two teams that y'all need to watch. There are going to be two teams that y'all need to watch. I said it was the Chicago Bears because they got Ben Johnson and Caleb Williams. It was going to be a beautiful marriage. Right now, I think the Bears sit 4-2 if I'm not mistaken. Now the Carolina Panthers. Nobody believed in us, but I believed in us. I talked about Bryce Young, Brother Hunter Winfro, Brother Jimmy Horn, Xavier Leggett going into his second year, eating raccoons and do whatever he do. One of his best games is a 9 for 92 and a TD to seal the game. I'm telling you, J.C. Horn, boy, I see you. Hey, one of the better corners in the league, especially when it comes to man-to-man. I see you.
Mm-hmm.
Huh? Don't think I'm not going to go change that Madden rating. I see you. I know Brother Canella's got to be smiling from ear to ear, man.
Carolina's defense sacked the Jets quarterback 6 times for 33 yards and losses. Carolina 4-3.
Hey,
they're in second place. They're tied for second place with I think Atlanta. Well, he might be in front of Atlanta now. Obviously, Tampa's in first place. We'll see what happens with Tampa tomorrow as they play Detroit.
That's going to be a good game.
But Carolina 4-3.
Yeah.
Jets fall to 0-7. Chiefs BTA the Raiders 31-0. Rashee Rice came back on the field, and my homeboys and Andy Reid didn't waste any time getting him the football. The Chiefs look really. This is the best the Chiefs looked in a while, Ocho. And my homeboy started. He started to look like he did 2, 3, 4 years ago, Ocho. Mahomes 26 of 35, 286, 3 touchdowns, clean game, no turnovers. Pacheco, he ran the ball 41 times, 152. Travis Kelce 3 catches, 54 yards. Rashee Rice 7 catches, 42 yards, 2 touchdowns. Smith had 5 for 42, Tyquan Thornton had 1 for 39. Juju, 3 for 35. Xavier Worthy, 3 for 35. Noah Gray, 1 for 28. Hollywood Brown, 2 for 14. And a touchdown.
Everybody getting in on the party, huh?
Gino, you're going to lose your job, bro. You keep this up. 10 for 16. 67 yards. Hold on, Ocho. I want to read something to you. I want you to... And this was like the Jets were last week. The Raiders had 3 first downs. The Chiefs had 30 first downs.
Jesus Christ.
They were 0 of 7 on third downs, 0 of 1 on fourth downs. They ran 30 total plays. The Chiefs had as many first downs as the Raiders had plays. Chad, you heard me correctly. The Chiefs had as many first downs, 30, as the Raiders had total plays, 30.
Hey, that's the NFL.
The Chiefs had 434 total yards. The Raiders had 95 total yards. The Chiefs possessed the football 42 minutes and 8 seconds. It's a 60-minute game. That means the Raiders possessed the football less than 18 minutes.
It's almost as if the Raiders is not an NFL team. It's almost as if the Raiders don't belong on the field with the Kansas City Chiefs.
Well, they didn't today. And then their best defensive player got hit in the knee and he went out, Max Crosby.
Damn, man.
The Chiefs look good. Patrick Mahomes look good.
Hey,
Patrick Mahomes out there throwing no-look passes. You see him and Juju on his, guy come, he dumping the Juju right now, they go get first downs. Hollywood Brown is, cross the guy's face, I'm going to hit you in the end zone, you'll get your cheap touchdown. But they're looking good. And when they're looking like this and the defense is playing like they're playing, Ocho.
It's so funny. When the Chiefs started 0-2, everybody had something to say.
Yeah.
They look bad offensively. They look bad on defense. This ain't working. This ain't work. And now look, 4 weeks later, looking like the Kansas City Chiefs of old. Everybody back healthy. Now they having fun.
You hit the nail on the head. They got everybody back healthy. I mean, think about it. You got Rasheed Rice back, who's your number one. Xavier Worthy, who stepped up in the absence, and he grew. You get Tyquan Thornton, who all of a sudden, he looks like, okay, now I see why the Patriots took him in the second round. Yeah, he can run, but he can play. Now, he's not going to get the same opportunity that he got before because Rasheed Rice is back. But Juju is all reliable. You know, they're going to throw him, they're going to put running smoke screen, jailbreak screen. They're going to run, they can do a lot of different things with Juju. 24, the running, he's a running back and a receiver. He can do a lot of different things. Patrick Mahomes is Patrick Mahomes. He's scrambling and make plays. But the thing is, he's not turning the ball over. When he takes care of the football, the Chiefs are almost impossible for you to beat them if they don't turn the football over. And he's done a great job of that. He looked 14 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. He's starting to look like the Patrick Mahomes that we're used to seeing. Ocho, in the game before that, the Lions beat the Bucs 24-9. Jahmyr Gibbs, 218 yards from scrimmage. He had 17 carries, a $136. He had 82 yards on 3 catches. Ocho, they had that combo block. You see that was the guard and tackle that they did a combo block, moved that D in out the way, got up on that backer, and when he hit that hole, I said, bro, it's a wrap. I feel bad for Winfield Jr. because they're like, bro, that man got a head.
You might well stop running.
You better, he should have just started taking off, try to run it, and try to intercept him at the 5.
He took an angle. That angle ain't matter. Listen, Jahmyr Gibbs is probably the closest thing we have to Chris Johnson. He's probably the closest thing we have to Chris Johnson right now in the NFL at the running back position. He doesn't get talked about enough. We talk about Bijan.
Oh, yeah. He got that kind of speed. Yes, he got that kind of speed, Ocho. He looked fast.
He sure does.
But you can't let a guy with that kind of speed, Ocho, come to the line of scrimmage unscathed.
Once he gets past the...
You don't make him check his feet.
Listen, sometimes even if you make him check his feet, he still might get you.
True.
Uh-huh.
But without checking his feet, you got no chance
at all. At all.
And Ocho, you got to think about it. He didn't get touched.
Right through there clean. And this, hey, hold on.
It's like that we say about Derrick Henry. You got to make him check his feet. Because if you let him get a running start coming downhill, hell no, don't nobody want to tackle it.
Who? I'm going to make a business decision. I'm going to hit every shoelace he got.
I'm going to let him get past me and jump on his back. Hey, hell no, you ain't finna knock me out.
Hell no.
24-9. Detroit go to 5-2. Tampa falls to 5-2. Jared Goff was 20 of 29, 241, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, was sacked 4 times. I don't think either quarterback played particularly well. I thought Baker had the worst of the 2 nights because he was high on a lot of throws. He missed Ibuka twice for touchdowns. He had Ibuka once and hit the DB in the back. And then he had another one that he wasn't able to step into it. And he undershot him on that one. But I thought he was high. He missed a lot of throws. He had a lot of guys open, Ojo. He was high tonight for some reason. I don't know if the pressure got to him or what the case was, but he was high on a lot of throws tonight. They didn't run the ball particularly well. 12. They didn't have a whole lot of rush attempts. 12 carries for 41 yards. Baker threw it 50 times because they fell behind. They were down 14-3. And then Jared Goff had that turnover. But Detroit defense is playing unbelievable.
Hey, they got to give Kelvin Shepard his flowers. They got to give Kelvin Shepard his flowers.
He's doing a hell of a job.
Not only did he call one hell of a game, right? Understand all the injuries that they have right now. The whole back end is gone, damn near. No Terran Arnold.
Kerry Joseph, Brian Robinson, Armstead.
Kirby Joseph.
Arnold, excuse me.
Yeah.
Arnold, not Armstead. Arnold.
Man, they
Brian
Branch, Terrian out.
Oh, Brian Branch. No, Kerry, what's Kerry Joseph? Kerry Joseph. He's Kirby. It's Kerry.
Yeah,
it's Kirby Joseph.
Hey.
Arnold. So they got 3 starters out in the secondary. And those guys that came in, Ocho, they played their ass off.
Was balling.
They played their ass off. Hallett, 8 tackles. Was being his disruptive self. Hutchinson, he didn't have a sack, but he caught
Hutch nice now. Hutch nice.
Yeah. Wheat had a sack and a half. Barnes had a sack. Jack Campbell had a sack.
The offense didn't look like itself though today, It ain't look like itself.
No.
And obviously you're going against the Tampa Bay defense. They ain't no slouch either. They ain't no slouch either. So I think that's why it almost looked. I hate using the word human, but most of the time we watch the Lions offense, they do things that are different from everybody else. They take chances that other teams definitely wouldn't take. Going for 4th and 4, going for 4th and 2. I mean,
they put a lot of pressure on you. You can't relax, Ocho.
Exactly. So,
and see, that's the thing.
Because normal tonight.
With the Lions, it's really 4 downs. Because a lot of teams, you're like, okay, we get the third. Hey, let's get off the field on 3rd down. Nah, there's a great chance you're probably gonna have to stay on the field. If it's 4th and 4, depending on where first of all, if it's 4th and 1 and they're near midfield, they're going for it. If they're on the other side of midfield, and if it's probably 4th and 3,
that's 4 down territory. They're going for it.
They put a lot of damn pressure on you. And it's hard to stay focused because they're so creative. They do a lot of things. Hey, man, you saw them swing that ball to Jameer Gibbs and Penei Sewell was out there running.
Penei was moving,
Yes.
I'm like, wait a minute. Look at Buddy.
Yeah. I'm glad Winfield dodged him. Because he running that fast, he'd hit somebody, he'd hurt somebody, man. Amon-Ra St. Brown was Amon-Ra St. Brown. He had 6 catches, 86 yards, a touchdown. Gibbs with 3 for 82. Gibbs, again, 17 carries, $136, 2 touchdowns. I don't know. Look, we talk about these backs, and there's some great backs, but right now, Gibbs, Bijan Robinson, and Jonathan Taylor, they're the top 3 backs currently playing in the NFL.
Absolutely. You know what? I hate the fact that we have to leave Saquon off that list, but I think at some point,
we got to.
Hey, listen, as the season goes on, I think things will open up. He just has to continue to be patient, keep on chugging. You know, those runs are going to come because as you start to have success in the past, maybe, just maybe, defenses say, okay, you know what? We're not going to allow Jalen Hurts to beat us. Since Saquon hasn't had any success so far this season, let's see if he can still do what he did last season.
The Seahawks take down the Texans 27-19. JSN, Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. And the Seahawks defense were sensational. And Texans offense at many points in time tonight, Ocho, looked it up. CJ Stroud, look, you're going to see had decent numbers, but it was late in the ball game when they needed meaningful third down conversion, when they needed meaningful fourth down conversion, when they needed to get the ball into the end zone, they came up really short. Sam Darnold was awful tonight. They won the game, but he was awful. 2 terrible picks, got strip sacked in the end zone, almost got locked for another safety. Let's take it from Seattle. Seattle won the game. They're 5-2. If I'm not mistaken, I think they're tied with the 49ers for number 1 in the division at 5-2, followed by the Rams. But Ocho, that Seattle's defense, they're
very disruptive.
Okay. So all the Rams, Niners, and Seahawks are all 5-2. Obviously, the Cardinals are not 5-2. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba.
Hey,
look, we can say all I know is this: you can rank him where you want to, but I don't believe he's going to be there very much longer. He's the best route. Hey, he can do it all. That release, he got the release game. He quicker the cat on a marble table. Got great hands. Man, he's special. He's special. And they got a lot of guys that come out of Ohio State. They got Olave and they got Garrett Moss and they got Michael. They got a Marvin Harrison Jr. and they got J-Mo. But that kid there.
He's nice. He's nice. He's everything that is advertised. Everything. And listen, he's always been. You understand how good he is when the team was willing to let DK Metcalf go and let Ty Lockett go because they understood what they had on their hands. He's very good. Very good. Very, very sharp. Very polished receiver.
Cooper Kupp threw one pick out. Sam Darnold had one pick. Cooper Kupp threw the pick that overthrew the DB, overthrew the receiver, and got it picked. But Sam Darnold still was awful, even with the one pick and the strip sack in the end zone.
And you know what? You know, honestly, Sam Darnold could have a game like this, because it took for him to get to week 7 to have this type of game where it looked nasty and they needed the defense to save him because the defense saved him. It looked like the Houston Texans, especially in the first half, it looked like they didn't even belong in the goddamn game. They couldn't get anything going offensively. They couldn't find any rhythm. CJ Stroud was flushed out of the pocket. He was flushed up in the pocket. He had some drops as well. So I mean, it didn't help them. It was 24. That was Nico Collins. I have one question now. What happened with Joe Mixon?
He hurt.
They say he was coming back.
He dealing with an injury from last year.
He's supposed to come back after week 4, if I'm not mistaken.
Nah.
They
I think that's one of the reasons why they ended up signing
Chubb.
Chubb because of that. But see, this is what's concerning because we saw this last year with Sam Darnold. Remember, late in the season when they started playing, when they had to play Detroit and they had to play teams with defenses, and we see what happened. That concern. Look, their defense is going to keep them in every game.
Absolutely,
their defense is going to keep them in every game. Because they're that good. Now, when they get Witherspoon back, but that D line, that front seven,
Leonard Williams,
Ernest Jones the fourth,
Leonard Williams, they the real deal. How close do you think they are? Well, no, all right, that's kind of.
I think the Rams is the best team in that division.
Okay,
me personally,
because of their offense. But if
Their defense is good too now. Don't sleep on their defense.
Is good, but are they as good as the Seahawks?
But let me ask you a question. Is the Seahawks offense as good as the Rams?
Absolutely not. Especially
because remember that they did what they did to Jacksonville without Puka.
Yeah.
They can run it with Kyron Williams. I think the Rams' running game is a little better than the Seahawks. Let's just say, for the sake of argument, I think their passing game. I definitely know the quarterback is better. Matthew Stafford is better than Sam Darnold. Now, you're going to go wide receiver. You say Puka, Devontae Adams, Higbee. Are they as good as Seattle's?
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So I'll give them the nod. They can rush the passer with those two guys on the edge. They're good. They're really good.
You got to forget now. Seattle does have a triple crown winner that was just on that Ram team not too long ago.
Yeah,
years ago.
yeah. But Ocho, he ain't the same Ocho. You know that. You watch it.
Wait a minute. Okay, even if he's not the same, there's certain players. They're 100%, or them being at 80 is sometimes better than other players that are at 100%. Of course, he's not.
Now, when you're looking at the Rams. So let me ask you a question. Is he better than Devontae?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Is he better than Puka?
No.
Okay. No. So what do we do? So if he's their number two receiver, Puka's number one, he's number two. Now, if you want to say JSN and Puka right there neck and neck because Puka's made the Pro Bowl, Puka's a 100-catch guy, back-to-back seasons, if I'm not mistaken. So we know what Puka is. JSN is special. He's really, this is really my first time just getting an opportunity to sit down and just watch him. Ain't no other games on because, Ocho, I'm trying to watch Seattle and I'm trying to watch this team and I'm trying to watch that team. But I'm talking about he had my undivided attention. And I'm watching his releases and I'm watching him get in and out of breaks.
He nice.
Oh, he quick as the cat on the hot tin roof.
He was down. He came down here to wide receiver workshop. So I was. Yeah.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, I was able to see it up close. And obviously,
he got feet on him, Ocho.
He got some good feet on him. He got some real good feet on him. It's one thing you think is you hear about players and you think, oh, he come from Ohio State, so they just hype up those individuals. But he is everything he's advertised to be, especially when you get to see it up close in person, and then you see it happen tonight. Obviously, not just tonight, but obviously the throughout the entirety of the season. So it gives you a better understanding. Oh, now I get it. Now I see what all the hype was for. Now I see why it was so easy for them to let DK Metcalf go, let Tyler Lockett go, because they understood what they had on their hands. They got something special.
He the real deal, Ocho. He is the real deal. And hey, after next season, they're gonna have to come see him. He gonna look to get that high 30. He's gonna be in the high 30s, 40 million. I don't know how, because here's the thing. That contract, by the time he get his contract, that contract will be almost 3 years old. You can't keep saying, well, no. We keep driving that price up. We not finna just, we not just finna get slotted. Oh, Chase Chase was the best. He got that money 3 years ago. Now it's time for us to pole vault, even if we not. But man, that Joker there, man, he is so quick, Ocho. Damn, in and out of the breaks, and he's so smooth.
Very smooth. He's more quick than fast. He's not blazing fast.
Yeah, yes.
But I agree. He's so goddamn quick, and he's able to manipulate DBs. But you ain't see that.
I saw that release. He faked him inside, and he got outside on it.
I'm talking about the Dino route on Stingley.
Oh yeah.
Stop playing.
But the thing is, Ocho, a perfect throw will beat perfect coverage. You can't play it anymore better than that, because I got to honor that for the simple fact, Ocho, is that he could possibly run the 7 route on me. So I just can't sell out to the post. Ain't nobody in the hole. But if you look at when Sam Darnold threw that ball, he hadn't even broke yet. That ball was out his
already
hand.
Gone.
Now, the only thing I will say, Stingley gave up a 7 route with a safety in the hole. Bro, run to his hip. If you run the post, the safety should knock you out. I need to be doing this to the ambulance to come get you. But you not finna run no 7 route and cover 1 on me. Because guess what? I ain't going for the post
Right.
move because I got a safety in the hole. I'm gonna run to your hip because that's where I'm vulnerable. And guess what? Get them every time because you know what, man, I'm finna undercut this 7 route. I'm finna undercut. You see, they get so caught up, man. I'm gonna D up Ocho. They get that Ocho. You give them that head. I'm finna get this one. I'm finna get this one, bro. You got help there.
And
you weak over here.
No need to cheat
and
it.
You get them every time.
No need to cheat it.
But man, I don't know what's it. Look, CJ's 23 of 49, 229, one touchdown, one interception. He was sacked 3 times. He was pressured relentlessly, dodged the bullet. He got strip sacked. The guy fumbled the ball. That was a fumble, but ended up turning into a touchback.
Should have been a touchdown.
It absolutely should have been a touchdown. The offensive line, I don't know what they're doing. I mean, you look at them and sometimes you got 2 guys blocking one guy and another guy running scot-free. Bro, pass that ish off. And don't turn your body. Just put a hand there so you can see it's coming. Because once you do this,
it's a wrap.
To try to turn back, that guy going to be on your shoulder so fast, man, you ain't got no chance.